night. No one's gonna be attending. No one's probably gonna be listening. But I don't really particularly care. Just felt like talking while I think of something that I want to draw. I do have ideas, it's just, are they worth drawing and how much time I'm gonna put into it? I am a pretty damn fast artist, but there's no way in hell that I'm going to be able to draw it that quickly. I spent like 2 days looking at Miguel O'Hara's cock and balls trying to make that last drawing I made. Not gonna lie. So it's honestly an experience, I will say. But recently I've been feeling slightly better for those who might be listening to the VOD, but who does actually? That's that. I mean, and then again, I'm not as much of a VTuber as others would be. Everybody streams every single day for a consistent schedule, everything of the sort. I don't have a consistent schedule, and that's on me, honestly. But the thing is that I I don't know, it's just recently I've just been feeling better because I finally understand why I should be focusing on. Because when I thought about it, whenever I tried to do something, it was always for a means for something else. And well, actually, I don't know what to say, really. It's just very stupid because I never really thought about the fact that I'm probably not going to get what I want, honestly. Classroom secret ending unlocked 2 years ago, 2020. Well, that interests me. I'm just scrolling through the internet while I'm just sort of thinking. I am not on anything I'm right now, so I'll say that right now. But how would I put it? Whenever I did anything, everything I've ever done, tried to learn, everything that I've struggled to try and do, from my art to my music to being a VTuber in general, I've always had this notion that if I tried hard enough, eventually I'll get friends and stuff. I'll find somebody who respects me for what I create, what I like, and just having a good time all around. But I don't know. I'm pretty sure someone else described something that a thing that I went through. I'm not sure how. I don't know how to put it, but apparently I might have met God or something at one point since childhood, but it's crazy talk, but I don't particularly care because I'm an atheist. So I don't know, I just found it funny for some stupid reason because there's always been a voice that guides me somewhat. Not really an unfamiliar voice, it's always been a familiar voice. Takes, a voice of just like, hey, I want you to keep going, I want you to succeed and become better as a human being and to accomplish great things. And, you know, the voice also helped me with school subjects. And, well, I don't know how to put it, but like, that's just how it's always been in my life. I've always just sort of had this guidance leading me places. And I have never been able to properly describe it. Someone else has described it as God, and I mean, I guess that's the closest word for it. Not that I particularly feel like that's the closest approximation to it, but it's just something that I feel is probably very, very funny, I guess. Because again, I don't believe in a god at all. Or at least I will be disabling notifications on that. Okay, then I didn't know that it would do that to me. Cool. But that was a nice way to interrupt my train of thought. Where was I? Okay, so again, I don't believe in a god, and if I did, I just don't believe in his ability to do anything, because, well, he sure as hell didn't help me when I was a kid. Fucking asked for him. He didn't answer. Though honestly, it's not like he could do anything, given, if I have the right idea about what people consider to be him, it's always just, I don't know how else to put it, but like, let me just disable real, yeah, there we go, reload page, disable notifications, do not fucking send me that shit with a Windows message that just randomly pops up and really just screws me over. I do not know, I don't understand why my that's why I don't like notifications. Why does Firefox let that option, or I guess it's just something that certain tabs and websites will do. I know that Barag has it and other social platforms, but I don't know. It's just. But anyway, where the hell was I? I like to get sidetracked, don't I? I don't know. I've just been feeling a lot better, but also because I've been feeling better, I have new anxieties to take its place, which is absolutely stupid, but hey. Getting myself some iced tea. Sweet tea. Because I like sweet stuff. And, you know, I'm not sure how to put it, honestly. It's just, I have it written somewhere, but to really describe it, it's that because I've been working so hard on trying to be successful, trying to become the best person that I can be, it's always been the means of trying to, like, obtain a normal life, just have friends and not be considered crazy. Just be able to have fun with others. And, you know, the realization is that I'm probably never going to have that. I'm not going to be guaranteed that, no matter how hard I try, no matter what I've earned in my life. Which is kind of fucked up, but for some reason I'm completely fine with it now, because it's kind of just like, it's a real interesting situation. I literally just had a talk with my therapist yesterday after before I immediately went to sleep, because of my schedule is completely screwed up. I go to sleep in the afternoon and wake up in the middle of the night. No idea what I stepped into. You have a drawing prompt if you want to try. Would you like to hear it? Go ahead. Sure. I'm one of the fastest artists in the world. Or at least that's what I'm going to advertise myself as. But recently I've just been very, very enlightened, I guess. I'm not sure how to put it. It's all crazy talk. It's all going to sound crazy, but it all makes sense to me, and I just feel better all around. I don't know. I've been losing my sanity for the past few days, and then it kind of just clicked, and then just flipped. The table's just completely flipped. And now I'm completely fine, but I'm struggling with new problems immediately afterwards, so that's fun. You know, I thought to myself, hey, you know, now I can do anything in the world because I'm a pretty good, I'm pretty skilled, all right? I can speak two fucking languages, all right? I'm Chinese, I'm Japanese. If I wanted to, I could learn Korean, Spanish, French, German, any language in the world if I really put my time into it. I could learn any language and become decently fluent at all of them. Well, not decently fluent. I can tell people, you know, like I'm hungry and, you know, I'm like starving, I'm thirsty, and I don't understand what you're trying to say in every language, you know? But yeah, no. Again, feel free to provide your drawing idea. If you post a link, by the way, I don't think YouTube will show it. If you have already said it, because it's not popping up on my chat, I'll say that. But again, I'm willing to draw anything. I'm one of the fastest artists in the world. I could probably get it done in like a few hours, honestly. I've spent more time trying to master details more than anything in recent times, trying to improve the quality of my drawings. And, well, honestly, yeah, no, and last drawing, I want to say I did pretty damn well. You know, it's. I like the general gist. I like the muscles I drew. I like the smug expression of, but well, I mean, it's kind of. I mean, like it. I had to freaking look. I don't know how to put it, but I'm still not sure how to feel about. Again, it's not a big deal. I'm not gay. But looking at Miguel O'Hara's butt cheeks and fat cock and balls drawn by other artists when I was drawing this stupid fan art, it hasn't even gotten any art, by the way. I spent 2 days looking at his ass, and I haven't even gotten a single like or retweet on this. And I'm not sure how to feel about that because, well, I kind of put it on myself for looking at his ass for like several days straight now. And you know, I put it off for a bit because I was just like really not in the mood, not gonna lie. I was just like really tired. Still am. I'm not sure how to put it. The closest word I've been able to describe was like derealization. That's a phenomenon that people have categorized it as, and you know, that's just something. And I'm not sure what else to really uh, say, I guess. But I don't know. It's just I've kind of learned to try and become the best person ever, or at least that's my achievement. I feel like that my initial goal of becoming a polymath, a renaissance man, a master of everything is the right dream. Should I do some warm-up sketches? Or actually, I don't know if you commented yet. Please don't have audio. I'm gonna check the. Should I do some warm? Yeah, no. Let me just pause that. All messages are available. Live chat, top chat. Yeah, no, you still haven't. Okay, well, doesn't really matter. I can draw it real quick. I can draw it real nice. I wouldn't. I don't mind. Feel free to share it, but I'm just feeling better recently. And if you could have a diplomatic meeting of all your sides, like table of sorts, we're at how many chairs? For me, as example, a Greek temple with 8 chairs, my side. A diplomatic meeting. So if it's like a round table, I feel Greek table, Greek temple. Honestly, I don't think I've seen many Greek art in such a long time in places that. Honestly, the only image I've seen regarding a Greek temple is probably like that one meme with Diogenes and Plato's and Socrates. A diplomatic meeting. Probably, you know what, what is this? That's the reference that's coming into my mind right now. That meme with the I know there is that stuff. I know I more recognize Diogenes for who he is than anybody else. Plato, Aristotle. Okay. Okay. Crap. Where is it? Is there any? Where's the full image? It's not popping up on Google either, which is stupid. Well, fuck. Okay, then. Okay. Well, from what I saw initially, diplomatic meeting, table of all sorts. I'm thinking again of just like a round table, people just sort of being there. Unfortunately my style is not realistic, so I'm just gonna have to do it anime style. But something like this is just like an abstract, first of all, then we'll work on that. Never consider doing something like a diplomatic thing, especially with, Greek temple with 8 chairs. Greek temple chairs. Inside a Greek temple. Oh, wait a minute. What the hell? Oh. Scrap this idea. It's almost sort of like a bit of like a stadium. Well, not a stadium. Something like chairs or whatnot. Looking at it from the side angle, which is unfortunate, but if we're gonna have like if we're gonna try to create like a bit of discussion or something of the sort, maybe we can have like chairs like this, something like this, chair, the general shape here, and then because I kind of want to go in a circle, maybe there's like 2 people with robes and such just doing whatever here. Just maybe holding a stone tablet of sorts is one way to put it, but where, I don't know, something like this. Something like this, something a bit of like a stone tablet, and then for what it is, just have somebody else there. I'm gonna have to do this, but who cares? Again, it's just a quick sketch for now. And the next step would be to label who and where they're sitting, forever levying myself fear, anger, and so on, all the same, just different mindsets. That's a diplomatic meeting of sorts. Oh, like of all my... Like a diplomatic... Oh, I'm starting to understand what you mean. Definitely something of the sort would have this. Honestly, with how these are shaped... Honestly, they have this like little slit here, which I'm not sure what that is, but it looks cool as fuck. And then there's the seat itself, and then there's like this little indent thing here with the actual seat. I'm gonna add a bit of a layer here, but honestly, getting a front view and trying to add depth to that is one of the most pain in the ass things when it comes to art. Gotta make sure it really, you have to emphasize the depth, you have to make sure of that. And then there's also the coloring stage as well. The number amount is all up to you, I just like to give ideas. Yeah. That's an idea I'm particularly motivated to draw, though. When it comes to, because I'm feeling like you're trying to describe like drawing like internal conflict, but rather than as a this feels more like this isn't how I usually depict internal conflicts and whatnot. I feel because I feel like your idea that you want to draw is essentially self argument, self deliberation, that kind of idea. And Greek philosophy and Greek art, it is the uh holy crap, it's hot. What the hell? I'm gonna open up the window. But generally, I'm more used to conflict being depicted as battles or as conflict because there's something to be solved, not really deliberating against myself. There's always something, a problem to really tackle. So, let's see, for that chair, it's honestly more, it's like 2 squares, honestly, so this chair is too damn short. Something like this gives it like a more square feel. Something like that, and then, well, then coloring and detailing is going to be a pain in the ass. I hate doing backgrounds. I'm more focused on the characters, and then I do the backgrounds. So honestly, maybe something like just having someone sit here. But something of the sort. And I don't know, maybe he's polite. We'll have him hold his hands together like this. He's just listening. And whoever this character could be, it doesn't really matter. It could be you, could be me, could be fucking Adolf Hitler. I don't know. I don't care. Debates are stupid. Well, no, debates are fun, but not internet debates. Or what they call debates. And debates can get real heated real quick, so honestly, there's not even a point in doing them anymore. Require civility, understanding, and that's not something I see these days. This looks more like a cartoon sketch more than anything. If I want to go in depth with the detail, the seats here, just to approximate their locations. 3, 7, I don't know, it's the 7 virtues, the 7 sins. I fully agree. Conflict with the world is what grows us. I really enjoy hearing others' ideas on these things. Yeah, no, I do believe that their conflict is important, but most people don't do conflict more so than pointless, mindless fighting. Conflict, for the point of growth, requires deliberation on ideas and considering things that people may be uncomfortable with. And, well, that's not something people really tend to do. Again, just like simple body. Something like this. And, something like that. Just the general idea here. And then we'll have the heads here and whatnot. It's a bit of a concession. Stone tablet. Maybe it could be a book. Could be literally anything, but it is what it is for now. And given what it is, probably... It's gonna be a real pain trying to find what. Something like this. But conflict is a bit pointless these days. these days I feel people need more unity and understanding that people are all the same. I've been to many places before throughout my life, and people are stupidly hostile towards each other for no good reason. Especially when they are the same type of people. They aren't special, they aren't really, in all honesty, they aren't any different from the people they hate, but they pretend still for some reason, which is pretty stupid, but well, that's what people want these days. And then for now, this is the concept app. Shit. Oh boy, I'm gonna have to cut that out now. I gotta cut that out at the end of the stream because the fucking fan art preview has... Oh no. Well, I can cut it out later. I'm not sure what Kix's stuff is on that, but I instinctively press Control S as soon as I... Oh my goodness. That's fan art. Yep, somebody made this fan art for me of... Wow, okay, well, I guess I'm gonna have to save this. Cool. Alright, so that way that freaking screen doesn't freaking pop up again. I went back just to check if I needed to censor something. Alright, it's like 25. Okay, it wasn't that. Oh my god. That... I thought it was safe for a second, like character creator designs, digital, then I went to fan art, and oh yeah, somebody commissioned freaking time stop art of my character that for fan art, and you know, I appreciated it, so I just have it. So that's I literally have a folder of all the fan art people have made of my characters, and it's not much, but I do appreciate it. But well, fuck. I'm gonna have to go back and edit that out. That's great. That's wonderful. Why? Nice reaction time. I don't know what to say about that. I literally was just like, wait, I don't want to save right now. I'm honestly probably not going to turn this into a full drawing. But, and then I checked back and said, wait a minute. Don't I have like, I draw hentai. Did any of my things show? And you know, not gonna lie, of all the things that could have been shown, a slightly blurred out image of my drawing, slightly. Let me check what actually showed. Well, you can't see it clearly. You can't see it clearly on the stream, but I went back, stared at it for a couple of seconds just on fucking stream, just to make sure nothing inappropriate popped up. And instead oh my god, why am I stupid? But I don't care. But anyways, now we just have to draw the specific characters. We can do something like this. Thinking about like something like see, if I'm doing a quick sketch, then if I'm not gonna turn this into a serious drawing, then something like this. Probably something like this. I'm not good with heads still. I still need to learn how to draw like proper anime heads. I just usually, throughout my entire art career, I have never learned to properly draw an anime head. Like I did the circly thing that everybody else does, but like, whenever I do draw a head, it's always like start at the bottom, draw the jaw, and then everything, all the features that you want on the thing is after. Head, mouth, eyes, then everything of the sort. Then my heads tend to be pretty slanted because of that. I've noticed, but something like this should be better. But, yep. I am too goddamn used to drawing some inappropriate stuff. I draw hentai for a living, alright? I made like $200 from fetish art. I don't know what else to say. I did not know that capturing... actually, why did I bother capturing the screen? It's because... No, wait. It's because, for some reason, OBS didn't register Clip Paint Studio as its own thing, so I'm just capturing the screen itself. So, you know, now I just kind of have this stuff. And... I don't know. I still don't know how to draw clothing folds. I hate clothing folds. They suck. They genuinely suck. It's something I need to still practice, but I hate them. I hate them so much. They just aren't. They aren't my forte at all. And I don't know. Give them fucking that kind of hair. There's also the fact that doing that method allows me to draw more sharper chins. If I do like this rounded chin thing, it always tends to be very, very roundy and not very good. Unfortunately, I always use thick lines as well, so realistic is definitely never going to be my thing. But I'm just going to stare at the camera, like so. Fucking wacky ass face. If that, my particular style is more subtle for cute. If I wanted more of a manlier face, I would try and do an approximation, more like if I had to do it from nothing, no reference, then I'm probably gonna struggle quite a bit. Sharp chin, just gonna give it like, it's usually there's like a little bit of a flat part here, which people don't pay much mind. It's more the general features people care about. There's also the fact that the skull's bigger than you really think it is, and something of the sort, something like that. Something like this face is a bit better, but because now this head's like so fucking big, this guy's gonna be real freaking giant. Guess we're gonna have to like make him lean in a bit. This is gonna be the general chest right here, then here. He's gonna be like, his hands are probably gonna be, it's like probably gonna be like a lean forward type of deal. So something like that. Erase this little part here. Give him whatever the hell. Bit of a bicep here and something like this. Just a general sketch again, just maybe a warm-up. Stuff like this is probably like the worst thing for me. It's not my specialty. And also, probably my first time ever drawing something like a Greek concession thing. Not that I've never drawn this type of stuff before, which I have to say goes a lot with fetish art. Like, here's the thing. My policy is that I'm willing to draw anything. It's just that, well, if people want to see, if people want to, you know, if people are going to commission me something I've never drawn before, ever, nor specialize in, they're going to have to deal with it being, like, my first time ever drawing that stuff. Ever. So, you know, my first time ever drawing petrification art was a commission, and then after that I kept getting better and better because I kept getting commissioned it. So, you know, now I just suddenly have a mastery of drawing stone-like materials now. I'm not sure what to say about that. I'm not into it, like I said, but well, now I'm now a petrification artist. People, there's a surprisingly huge market for that kind of stuff, you know? I did not know that. Not until I got commissioned that and got like a really huge amount of likes and bookmarks on my Pixiv before I got suspended anyway. About that. About like all this stuff. We'll probably have like, so we're trying to do like this thing, so the knees are probably going to be like right here. Something more like this. My cows are pretty fucking big. If we're gonna make him muscular, I want him to have at least as big calves. I walk hours a day trying to freaking do all this crap, but going to work, or when I used to. Now I'm just a shut-in neat, but I don't care. Because I have been abused at work too goddamn much. Fast food specifically, not arts. I don't get abused enough at art for me to even care. Not that I have been, but it is something that I just, like, don't understand. Most people, I feel, spend longer on their sketches. I don't know, how long do artists usually spend making their art? I think the same one the fastest because I come up with an idea and I just immediately draw it, but ever since I try to spend more time trying to make details. I can only imagine how more successful, more bigger artists spend time in regards to that kind of stuff. Maybe something like this should be a shoulder, then we just have that. They have this here. And then they're gonna, since this is like the shoulder, we're just gonna do this. It's just a general sketch. It's not my usual drawings, especially because this is something I'm trying new. And I guess I'm just constantly repeating that I'm trying something new because I'm particularly scared that people think it's gonna be crap right now. Because, I don't know, one of the things that I do notice that people these days don't like to try anything new because they're scared of failing, and well, that applies for everything, honestly. It's why I don't like to try and draw things that I have not done before. If I get paid to try something new, then go right ahead. I don't freaking care. Actually, nah, this isn't how I want it to be. Something like this. Is just like, so we're trying to hold like a bit of like a stone tablet kind of deal, but maybe a thin tablet. It's not like back in the Mesopotamian ages. They particularly had stuff that wasn't like, they used particularly thick slabs, I feel, or at least they were pretty light so that they can transport. There's like literally records of people complaining about bad sales and stuff written on like stone items and crap, so I don't think it's too big of a deal anyway. And then we have like little clothing wrinkles, you know, the little loose thing, because I don't know, maybe it's more Rome than Greek, but oh well. I'm not a historical expert, but where was I actually? Alright, like, recently I've just been feeling slightly better about myself. Well, not really, actually. I feel just as horrible as I am. It's just that I feel like I have a bit more of a direction to go in life, because originally I didn't feel like I wanted to do anything for a long ass time, because I wasn't really getting what I wanted through my art, my YouTube channel, not money, not friends, honestly, more so annoyances more than anything, I must be honest. Especially my Stone Story stuff, that's probably the more over examples, but recently I've just been feeling slightly better because okay, well, fucking Christ, I should probably, I hate hands. Okay, so what position should it even be on? So we have this hand here, the base of the hand. We have this here. And it's gonna be like a bit of like a, hey, I'm gonna show off. But I guess it's a bit like angled if I had to be away. It's a bit more straight. So maybe something that just kind of ranges back would work. Something like that would probably, yeah, probably something like that. But I've just been thinking about a lot of dark thoughts recently, because of just the fact that I'm not getting what I want. I have made many mistakes in this life. Because this is just like a head, all we can do is just like draw the hair, and we don't even have to worry about like the head, the anatomy and whatnot. We just have to cover it all with hair and the chair. And luckily for me, I tend to draw my hair of every single character. I tend to draw characters with very, very huge amount of fucking hair. So I'm not particularly bothered by it, by all this. So we can just like do something like we can do something generic, since we're just doing like a general thing. We're not trying to cover it up. Again, we can do as many sketches as we want. I usually only do the sketch first, which is this layer that I'm currently working on. The abstract I usually don't even bother doing because I'm too lazy to do that. Rakuga, the sketch is where I want to flesh out the details and try and understand more, which is just straight and jump into. And then I skip to line art and coloring in all sorts, which isn't too hard. We can just have like maybe something like this. We'll have a bit of like a something like this, a bit of like a wild hair. We don't have to worry about the rest of the bottom though, because it's all going to be covered by a chair, and it's going to be relatively straight-ish. Maybe something like this will do its job, something like that. Then do that, and then the whatever the hell is up with those chairs. Those are some really neat designs, but I'm not good with drawing furniture at all. It's just something I'm not good at, because I'm particularly bad at drawing inanimate objects, which honestly came to, I don't know, like as soon as I heard object transformation and the fact that my friend wanted to commission me drawing object transformation, I couldn't help but think to myself, huh? Like that's the thing you want me to draw? Okay then, I'll do it. I'm paid and I'll do my best, but I'm not gonna be good at it. Do my best because I don't want to disappoint. But you know, instead, I don't know, but I'm not particularly motivated to do this super well, especially because I don't have a concrete idea of what I want it to be either. We have like a bit of a seat here. I have the abstract thing, but it's still more like a vague dream. If I colored it in, um, I'm pretty sure it would be very, very. There's no details I could really put into it. It's always gonna be like very cartoony, very vague, very abstract compared to how I like it to be, or imagine it to be, or want it to be. So, but again, I'm scared of failure. I'm scared of disappointing people, but I'm also pretty scared of just like failing in general to live up to expectations and, well, my own as well, honestly. Again, these days I haven't been really doing well, but I've been feeling slightly better because of something that somebody else claimed is God or whatever. Again, I'm an atheist. I don't believe in that kind of crap, but it is probably the most accurate description. Considering that I consider him absolutely worthless, useless, doesn't do anything, and provides useless advice that doesn't really apply. So, I don't know. Snide remark there. Pointlessly aggressive, but I don't particularly care because this dude is also pretty fucking naked. So, fuck it, let's just... Alright, here we go. Let's just real quickly give him the stuff that we need. Just like something like this. Just like some basic robes, and then, I don't know, something like that will do. And then, I don't know about this, honestly. Kind of want it to be slightly downer, so that way it's not so hanging loose. But I've always been scared of failure, scared of that kind of stuff, because I want to be able to obtain the things that I want to. I want to be able to be relied upon, but I don't know. Aside from work, I don't mind disappointing people at work, honestly, not anymore because how crap my workplace was, but it's just that I don't know. It's not something that I'm particularly... Oh, did I accidentally move the entire stupid... God damn it. No wonder it looked weird. Okay, now we have a bit of a leeway here. Fuck it, let's just go Among Us. He can fucking sit here. He can... We'll just have a giant Among Us right here, because honestly, I don't care about the details anymore, so he can just sit here. He can sit. We can see his legs. Right here. This is emergency meeting. We'll just have one fucking giant Among Us right here among a bunch of anime faces. That works for me, honestly. Something like... I'm not too bothered about this drawing. It's just I don't have a concrete idea, and it is a recommendation. Usually I don't draw stuff that people request of me because it just it's not one of those things I specialize in. I'm not realistic. I'm and I am hentai artist. I draw cute stuff. I draw hot stuff. I draw anything but Greek classical art. So we will just have an Among Us here, and this is just whoever enters the stream right now is just gonna see that fucking giant Among Us among a bunch of anime faces. This weird drawing that just makes no sense. I don't even know what this drawing is. I'm just sort of going off the idea and just sort of sketching it, doing like an abstract drawing, like how I don't know. There's actually an entire career for abstract artists in crime. People who can like draw up a very detailed profile of somebody just based on vague descriptions of people, and they get it pretty damn right. Like those criminal artists for some reason can just sketch the most detailed freaking crap ever, and I do not know how. I do not know why. I'm guessing it's because they got. From what I've heard, it's because they have access to the database of all these profiles of these criminals, so then they just get like a general profile, basically paid art and paid physiognomy analysis, basically. So once you've seen many faces of many criminals, you just kind of have a general understanding of what they all look like, and you can just like whenever people say, "Oh, the only thing I remember was that he has a sharp face." Okay, we do have like I can already imagine who the criminal is just from that description, and then we just come up with that shit, just draw instantly the most stereotypical thing, and somehow it's the most accurate representation in the world. And I don't know, it still requires some talent. You need to like understand the average, just everything of the sort. And honestly, I love the imposter in your art, my dude. I find it very cute and chibi-like. Thank you. But yeah, no, it's just I don't know, like these days, recently I have just been struggling a lot, but I don't know. The voice that people have said is God or whatever, or at least that's what I said it was. Like the moment I talked about this feeling where like there's this voice who often guides me somewhat, and dude was just like, "Oh hey, you might have met God." I was just like, I don't think so. I fucking hate that dude, so I don't fucking know about that. Still do. I don't even care if this is actually him, if it genuinely is somehow. If somehow that kind of entity did pop up in my head somehow. I don't know, but I do know that I don't respect him anyway. Because he kind of is just useless because, well, he's not omnipotent. He's not all-knowing. All kinds. I mean, he's kind of just like, well, yeah, you kind of have to give up hope on these people, and that guy is an asshole. Honestly, he does deserve to burn in hell. I don't think it's as all loving as people like to fucking claim he is. So honestly, nah, bro. Again, not that big of a deal. Honestly, I want to actually. Can I complain on Twitter right now about how I spent 2 hours looking at Miguel O'Hara's cock and balls, and the only thing I got from that freaking drawing was like zero likes, zero anything, just nothing of the sort. Can I complain about that? Will that get me more likes? Will that get me the fucking attention that I deserve? The fact that I stared at fucking Spider-Man 2099, his fat cake factory, for 2 days straight, trying to get the muscles right, trying to get the butt right for this one stupid drawing that I made mainly as a joke, but also just because I want to draw muscles again. I did pretty fucking good on the goddamn muscles. Nobody, I swear, if anybody criticizes me about the muscles, I don't care how stiff the pose is. That shit is good. That shit is good. I refuse to acknowledge anything. I refuse to acknowledge that the muscles are bad. I did so goddamn well on the muscles. I studied it for so goddamn long. I will refuse to accept that. That's something that I will stand my ass on. But anyways, we're just like, I don't know, how on earth do artists even do like the little, like, usually there's like a fold layer right about here where now they've just got like this multiple layer here or whatever. And they have like just like layers of cloth just like kind of piled together that I don't know how the hell they do that. It's like magic to me. I still don't understand clothing folds, not gonna lie. So I guess I'm fucking this. Honestly, this is beginning to look like Squidward. So fuck it, Squidward. No, I shouldn't. I shouldn't. Not on YouTube. Not on YouTube. This is turning into a fucking drawing. It's so vague, it's so abstract, it's so nonsensical because I don't know what I want out of it. So now it's just fucking Squidward's here. He's got a design that I decided to give him for his nose and eyes combined real nicely the way that it is. Oh my god. Oh, those. But, anyways, recently I've just been, again, continuing off of my thought, I've just been, like, really not feeling it, right? And I've just been depressed more and fucked up more. And I had to get, like, a threat assessment on my own life because I've been having quite a bit of thoughts. So, again, it's actually been a fucking concern. I didn't get instituted again, luckily, because I am surprisingly still relatively pretty damn sane. Luckily enough. The legs here can just, like, I don't know. So we got fucking Squidward among us, some anime dude, chibi face, and just a bunch of hair here. I'll just like sort of erase. So now it's just mainly the hair, so I don't have to focus on that giant circle in there. Still don't know what hair to give these guys though, but anyways, back to my thought. I've just been not feeling like anything I've done is going to accomplish anything, nor is it going to change anything. At least in terms of getting what I want. And, you know, I was just, like, thinking about all the stuff that I've just been, you know, concerned about. Like, what's the point in continuing to learn another language? I probably should do my reps right now. Honestly, it's reached the hundreds. If I don't do my reps on Anki, there's just like 100 vocabulary words, 100 kanji, 100 flashcards for Chinese. God, I don't even want to imagine how many I'm gonna fucking do in one day if I start Korean. Or German. I don't even want to start just memorizing and all that stuff. I don't even use Japanese that often, honestly. I could probably use it, but I don't have a lot of Japanese friends that I can talk to. So it's just kind of like you know, like I feel like it's more necessary for me to talk as whenever I'm learning a second language, more so than read and write. I feel like that's the most absolutely essential. You can't argue your way out of it. It is an absolute essential. Reading is secondary. Speech is first, unless you're like mute, but I'm not, so I don't care. I want to be able to speak. I want to be able to do that stuff. And then although, you know, reading is a bit easier, I can always just go like, oh, hi there. Good morning. But, you know, like every single time whenever I'm just whenever I, you know, like it doesn't really matter if I can't read it because I can always just go like, それは何ですか? それは何? I don't need to add ですか to it. It's just going to be, that's a bit redundant. I'm going to tell Joe, go right ahead. And then with Chinese, it's just like, 那是哪里呀? Or I always add fucking to the end of my goddamn sentences in Chinese for some goddamn reason. I do not know why. It feels unnatural for me not to end my Chinese with It's just like a speech tick I immediately picked up when I began speaking Chinese. It's just a stupid speech tick that if I ever do like change my identity, do facial surgery, change my identity, just completely change my life. As soon as I go 你好啊 or 你好不好吗 or well 你好不好吗 is like 你好不好. Yeah, no, it's a bit redundant, but I had to end it in for some stupid reason. It's just a stupid speech tick. And I don't know why. So at any point, if you see someone speaking Chinese, they always go like, it's me. But whatever, and like, again, learning all these languages, I'm not using them. It's just not feeling like, what did the Transformer say? What did the Transformer say to his girlfriend when she was about to break up? I can see the joke. I can see the punchline. I feel like I can see the punchline. I can change. Fuck. Oh, I thought it was gonna be like a move out joke. Like, freaking... I'm gonna move out. Like the freaking catch line for the Transformers. Autobots or whatever. I've never watched Transformers in my entire life, so I don't remember what it was like. I know it's not Decepticons. If I said Decepticons move out, it's gonna sound real weird because that's not what the show is. I know the Decepticons are the bad guys. They literally have Decepta in their fucking name. I thought it was gonna be that joke where like, all right, we're gonna move out. I'm gonna move out. Horicons move out or something like that. I don't know. Something like that would have been that was the punchline I was anticipating. I can change. Fuck. That's stupid. That's stupidly funny. I like it. But I don't know. Recently in this, I've just been thinking, like, what the hell have I actually accomplished in this life? Like, I haven't really changed the lives of many people. I have mostly just failed. You know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna fucking complain because that's what I do. Autobots assembled and Avengers music starts playing. Yeah, no, it was Autobots. Alright, yeah, no. Oh, it was assemble, not move out? Fuck. I feel like that was the line. Did I get, like, Mandela? Crap. Well, crap. Well, I've been getting Mandela for quite a while these days. Stupid things just didn't... I don't know, maybe it's because I've just been living under a rock for most of my life, honestly. I just focus on the stuff that I like, and I've never been concerned about what others like, because they never interested me. I'm pretty sure I would enjoy Transformers if I did watch it, but... I just never got in the mood to watch it. I think it was Move Up. Assemble sounds cool. Oh, okay. I mean, Autobots Assemble also has that alliterative appeal. Autobots Assemble. Just like the same A. Just has that alliterative appeal. Which is why Avengers Assemble also. Avengers Assemble. The alliterative appeal. There's something about alliteration that makes things appealing. There's also rhyming as well, where like the last part of a word sounds similar to the next last part of a word. So like Autobots move out. Autobots move out. Like that kind of thing. It ends in like TS. Has like that bit of a feeling. Honestly, it's a bit of a... I don't know. Maybe it's... Then again, lines can just stick. Probably a bad example. rhymes like... I don't know what to say. What's a good rhyme? I mean, Spectacular Spider-Man is alliteration. What was a rhyme? Rhyme. I can't think of one. I'm not Dr. Seuss. Dr. Seuss is a real good fucking rhymer. I have to use software to come up with rhymes, honestly. I'm not a good rhymer. Rhymes are cool, though. But I don't know. It's just been like recent times. I wonder if I might even continue this drawing. I'm just like sort of focused more on talking than I am on this drawing because like there are 2 more seats. I don't know what to fill them up with, and I'm not particularly concerned about it too much. It's gonna be one hell of a fucking drawing if I do finish it. I don't know if I even want to fully detail. This has turned into a meme real quickly. As soon as I drew the Among Us and then fucking Squidward face there, and you know I could whatever the hell this drawing ends up as, it's gonna be something. It's not gonna be serious. It's gonna be fucking. It's gonna be something that I don't even know what to say or talk about. I'm not sure what to even say. It's gonna be a drawing. It's not gonna be a good one. It's probably gonna be a bad one, but it's sure gonna help be a drawing that people are gonna like anyway. Because there is no idea here. There's nothing to express here. This is a shitpost. Among Us animation is gonna be hype. Oh yeah, probably, but I don't know. But yeah, no, it's, I don't know, like, I've just been, like, again, sad boy hours, right? And I've just been thinking to myself, you know, what's the point in continuing doing all the art and music and channel? Especially because I got demonetized for reused content, which is absolutely stupid because there's channels like, there's channels like Daily Dose of Internet, which make money off of like reusing clips entirely. And there's also clipping channels as well, which technically do reuse content. So honestly, and also it's just like something I've noticed, but I've investigated it. It's on another channel on my, it's another video on my channel, I mean. Where basically YouTube is just stealing money from smaller creators because creators like me, they can bully and get away with and steal money off of everything I make. And in fact, I'm not getting monetized for any of my videos anymore, not even my streams. Somebody donated to me for the first time ever, and then 2 days after, I got demonetized, which utterly sucks. Like, I feel bad for him because his money just kind of dropped. His money just went straight to fucking YouTube because they just stole it. And I don't know how to feel about that. That's just like, I just don't know what to feel about that. That's just fucking something. I can't believe that. You want to change the world? Kind of. Through my works, through creating good works, by being an example of a person who can change for the better. But I haven't been able to do that. Not with what I've made. And here's the thing. I've actually complained about this before on Twitter, because, you know, that's the place you complain about everything on planet. And also, I was just having a bad fucking time. And also, I'm just the type to complain, honestly, about how, like, I've not created anything that has changed the world at all. And I haven't made, or at least not really changed the world necessarily, but made the things I want to, that I wanted to change. I was going to say politics, but it is work. Oh yeah, politics is one thing. I've given up on politics. People are too up in their own asses, honestly, when it comes to politics. So I have zero fucking. I don't care about them at all. And all the politicians, all the people who like cry and complain, they can argue all they want. I'm not gonna be bothered to listen to them, because here's the thing: they can argue about all these things, but here's the thing: nobody is going to listen to the other person. Nobody has ever made an attempt to listen to the other person, and everyone is more focused on being conflicted than they are coming up with a resolution by coexistence. People are more concerned with conflict. Pointless, mindless, heartless conflict. And it's very, very sad. But what I want to change the world by, again, being a better person, by making something great. Such as a good story. I wanted to make a comic which, like, depicted all my life struggles, something that pushes forward. And, well, I still haven't, actually. I'm still really conflicted about that, because, well, for one, I'm bad at storytelling. I still haven't actually made any good comics, actually. I have made comics before, and I've tried to tell more serious stories, but in the end, they all come off as jokes, kind of. And, I don't know. I've made, like, a lot of giant comics. A lot of fucking comics. I have, like, 1,000 comics in my record right now. Or not 1,000, 100, 200 maybe. Especially in regards to, like, OC tournaments that I was in until I got fucking kicked out. I had my own fucking story. Go watch that giant 2022 rant that I had done, which, kept going and kept going on. Honestly, it's not been a pleasant life, I'll tell you that. It sucks. It's been a bad life. I don't like it. Wouldn't have wanted to be born if I had the choice to, honestly. I just still don't know why the fuck I'm conscious, but hey, well, I'm here, and unfortunately, I gotta make the most of it. Because, well, giving up on it feels like a bit of a shame, honestly. I don't know. Something about living life is very important that you just can't abandon. Even when you feel miserable. And having very dark thoughts of taking your own goddamn life. You know? That kind of shit, you kind of just gotta keep going and living. And, you know, those feelings are fleeting, just as happiness is, and just as a sudden burst of confidence is. In fact, I literally had, like, a sudden burst of confidence recently, but, I don't know, just feeling demotivated again, because now I'm questioning, like, can I even do it? But, I don't know. But, when I want to change the world through stuff like art, whether it's funny, making people laugh, making people's days brighter by being... It is more because politics is conflict. Not necessarily, no. It's just how it's constructed and how our culture has built around it. I think dark stuff happens to everyone. I think my advice is to talk more to other people. It will help. I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't say that. One of the things that I honestly was going to fucking leave... One of the thoughts I had when I had suicidal thoughts was basically going to just call out all the people who wanted to help me. And just go fucking... Yeah, you guys are one of the biggest reasons I want to fucking end it all. Because you all are genuinely the most annoying motherfuckers on the planet. Because you guys just give the most useless advice and pointless hope that just does not help. And between genuinely spiteful, malicious people and being genuinely stupidly helplessly annoying, trying to help, but honestly doesn't help at all, they're no better, and I fucking hate them all. So I don't know what to say about that, honestly. Um, and I don't know what to say about that. But I don't believe that whatever. I don't believe the stuff that, honestly, it's just it might be better to just talk to a professional therapist than anything, but yeah, no, also doesn't fucking help, honestly. Not gonna fucking lie, it was more through my own goddamn effort that I managed to get out of my own little rut. It's just how would I put it? It's just like I'm actually one of the patients in, I don't know what to say. Maybe I shouldn't be saying this. It's just depressing, but I'm one of the patients who in mental health is doing way more better than everybody else. Because I want to do better. I'm trying stuff new. I'm wanting to become better. And I'm willing to take risks, do scary things that I don't want to do. Most people don't listen to therapists. They say to do the hard thing, like take risks, do all this stuff, and it's very important. I will say that, but I'm, because I do take risks, I do get a bit ahead. I do try my best to move ahead with my life, take risks, try and challenge myself to do better. And, well, I'm one of the people who is more successful, and to other people that's like, wow, good job, but to me it's just like, wow, I'm the best one here, really. I'm struggling with all these thoughts. I still have no fucking friends. I have messed up my life so goddamn hard. Like, yeah, I'm like 21, but it's just, like, ugh. I'm supposed to be the best one, like, or at least I'm one of the best, but I think I know how you feel. Do you know? Feel free to explain then, or not. Honestly, it doesn't really matter because I'll probably keep rambling anyway. But again, I'm supposed to be doing surprisingly well compared to most people, and even normal people in general, people who don't even fucking struggle with depression or whatnot or seek mental health. I am technically doing better than all of them, and all I can think to myself is, I'm scared for everybody else if I'm better than them. I am struggling so damn hard in this life. I mean, it's just like, hey, yo, I'm not glad. I'm worried about this entire world now. Like, please, I'm the best. Are you sure about that? Can we, like, are we sure about that? Please, I think I want to say I'm below average, just like a place higher to go. I mean, there's always, you can always go higher, but it's just like, am I really the best? Please don't tell me I am the best, because that's just depressing. Like, I'm above average. I'm above average. No, please don't do this to me. Please don't do this to me. All my problems, I keep that on my head. Oh yeah, no, I also do the same, honestly. I'm pretty damn egotistical. My problems, my thoughts are always on my mind, but then again, it's not like I have any friends either, so I'm not even fucking concerned. Like, actually, no, I did have a friend at work who I worked with who was very good, who was a hard worker. I loved talking to him about like cool animals, like stuff like how bugs were like aliens, and like how they might have just come because they're so different from all the other and all the other creatures on the planet. And it's all like it's all cool stuff. Why are you up at like 2:49 a.m.? Because I sleep in the afternoon. I go to sleep in the afternoon, then I wake up at like 12 a.m. in the morning. My sleeping schedule is completely fucked, so I'm just here. So, anyways, hi there, Fonzie. It's been a while since I've seen you in chat. But recently, again, I've just been struggling with those thoughts. But, all of a sudden, I suddenly got kind of cured of all those anxieties about like not succeeding, not doing well. Yep, I moved states. Wait, really? Huh. For a new job, I suppose? Usually people... So now I can't meet you. Can't? Or can? But anyways, I don't know, like recently I've just been struggling with those thoughts of just not being good enough, and even if I am good enough, I'm not gonna get what I want. Right? New job. Well, hopefully your new job will go well. Until far I meet you in the Mall of America. Yeah, who knows? Maybe you've somehow moved near me somehow by pure luck. I don't know. Doesn't really matter too much. But I don't know, just recently I've just been struggling with those thoughts, right? And, I'm just thinking to myself, what's the point in continuing to try to become a better person? I've kind of already fucked up my life. There's people already who are just, like, documenting all the shitty things I've done in my life that I've done online. Luckily, for some goddamn reason, every single social media platform deletes everything I've done after some point. So, like... I don't know, like, if they fucking... I don't know what to say, but honestly, if they found out what I said back on Google Plus and freaking on my old YouTube channel and different places online, on Tumblr, which I've deleted some of, honestly. I wonder if I owned a MySpace. No, I didn't own a MySpace. Not yet. And... that's just how it's just been that kind of stuff. But yeah, no, I've kind of fucked up my life, I feel, but at the same time it's not like it really fucking matters because it's all online. Because it's like nothing online particularly matters except for the money I get from it, but it's also just sad, really. And well, besides the cancellation stuff that people are planning to make like a thread about me on Kiwi Farms eventually. So, I don't know. Whenever it's out, I don't care anymore. I mean, it's kind of like I don't care. But it's just like, I don't know what to say, really. For me, since I said I was an atheist to my family, I think they look at me different. Like, I'm not part of family anymore. No, your family is religious? That's unfortunate. I hate it when people try and indoctrinate people and forcing them to believe shit. That's what fucking caused me to fucking hate all the fucking nut jobs. Here's the thing, I don't care what you believe in as long as you don't shove it down people's throats. People believe in what they need to believe in. But, shoving it down people's throats is not how you get things done. It's so stupid as well. And also another reason why I'm just... Don't be like Christian, don't feed the trolls or take the bait.
Honestly, I honestly feel like maybe becoming a lolcow would be my best option to getting a lot of money. I don't know, just like put up an act, do something stupid, incredibly stupid. I don't even know what, honestly. Sexually harass people? Nah. No, 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 fuck that. No, there's no way. I don't know, like, I don't know how the hell he became famous of all people. Well, no, I guess I know, I understand why, but I don't know. I don't mind being a lolcow because to me the internet does not matter. I'll put up an act. I'll honestly, I don't even fucking care. I'll just maybe I can earn a lot of money by harassing a bunch of people online, sexually harassing them. Start any OnlyFans. Any OnlyFans. I'll buy a month. I'll think about it. I am actually losing weight actually, so why the fuck not? I'll probably start up an OnlyFans. Sure, why not? I'll get you your femboy body. I had considered starting the Throne account, feet OnlyFans. I already posted my. Did I delete my feet pics on my YouTube community tabs? It was like bloody as fuck. Probably still. I probably still have like picture on my Twitter, honestly, because I went too deep cutting my nails because my nails ingrow into my toe, right? So I'm trying to dig it the fuck out whenever I clip it, whenever I clip my nails, and it tends to have a real bloody mess. Mainly because it's my toenails, and it's a really I find it really hard to cut it because like I have to like angle myself. It really hurts my hips to do it. I'd rather somebody else do it, but yes, you did, and I saved them. I am surprised you have them saved. That's the blood nut. Well, then again, it's not like it matters. People like Riona. Everyone's religious in my family, and now I'm the black sheep. Yay, oh, yeah, that fucking sucks. Not that I have a religious family. We did go to church like once, but I only went there for the free food. That's the only reason why. That's the only reason I went to that's the only reason I fucking went to church. All right, I believed in the food God was giving me, not the fucking people there, nor the faith in, nor anything of the sort. Like, give me the food, give me money. I don't care. I'll gladly. I believe in God. Give me now. Give me food, okay? I only have your two peaks, yours and Pipkin. Pipkin. Why us two only? I'm not even sure. That's gonna be fucking something. Well, I don't mind. I don't care if people have my feet pics. I don't know. Maybe I should be more sensitive about that stuff, but I've never cared about that kind of stuff. I'm not gonna like send dick pics or whatever. But I don't know. It's not something that I wish I had chips with. Because I like you two and both posted feet pics. Well, Pippa did it on a dare, didn't she? She had a deal with her fans. And I am 100% sure that Zach had a fucking field day with that. I hope he's happy, honestly. I honestly wish I have heard his screams. I wanted to hear him like slam his desk and going fucking buck wild about till I already know how long your dick is. 6 inches? 4 inches? TikTok is the best social media to make money. Depends, but honestly, maybe I should try TikTok. I don't want to, but it said it was about 4 inches. Apparently, I measured it wrong, so it might have been 6 inches. But then when I remeasured it and did it properly, it was slightly shorter. So it's like 4 to 6 inches. It's like a fucking. It's the Monkey King's. It's like the Monkey King's stick that he stole from the dragon, the underwater dragon king. That just extends. That just changes its length completely, just randomly. I don't fucking know what size it is. I guess it's well endowed for an Asian, but I gotta say it's. I'm not gonna lie. It's not. I wouldn't say it's. It's not that big, but it's not that small. But I was like trying to figure out what change I'm gonna make. I'm not making any money at all because again, YouTube demonetized me. I have a subscribe start, right? I could probably post my nudes on there. I don't care, but nobody buys it because Subscribe Star still hasn't verified my fucking account, so you know that's fucking wonderful. Honestly, if I do start an OnlyFans, I'm gonna guess they're gonna want me to send my ID and to do all that stuff. I'm gonna need a new fucking ID as well. Actually, now that I think about it, it's expired, but when I tried to get it renewed, it took fucking hours for them to get through it. I don't know what's up with the government, but how the fuck does it take that long to renew a driver's license? Can't they just mail it to me? What the fuck is going on? But anyway, that's a different rant for me to go on, but recently I've just not been feeling up to it, and you know, I've just been thinking to myself, you know, like why am I continuing to do what I do? Why do I keep trying to make art? Why do I keep trying to make music? Why do I keep trying to make videos, write, learn languages? You know, it's like I'm not getting what I want. Friends, a love life, family, recognition, social life. I'm not even getting like fucking financial safety from it. So, you know. But all of a sudden, like, I was just like thinking to myself, like, hey, yo, why the fuck am I trying, you know, why be successful if I'm not getting what I want? And that's the thought that I had, you know. I was just struggling to really think, like, why bother? I'm not getting what I want, right? And then this voice that, again, other people have called God when I try to describe it, said, well, maybe that's why you need to be successful. Maybe that's the thing you're getting wrong. Maybe that's not why you should be trying, but rather why you should be, you know, trying something else. It's the wrong way to look about it. Why be successful if I'm not getting what I want through it is the wrong way to think about it. It's not right. It's an understandable interpretation, but that's not the mindset that gets success. This is handy Japanese. Wait, what? I'll be learning that real quick. We'll watch that real quick. But then this voice decided to say that, right? Like, it decided to go, hey, yo, maybe you need to think about it differently. Maybe the reason why you want to be successful isn't for the result, for friends and everything of the sort. Maybe it's better to have success for what it is. And I couldn't help but think to myself, what the fuck do you mean by that? And it went into depth and then decided to say something like, you know, I've described it again, but it took me a goddamn while to get to this part. But because I like to go on tangents. A lot of tangents. Very much so tangents. And, well, when you think about it, a lot of successful people, a lot of people who've changed the world, they are known for their achievements more than who they were as people, right? So, you know, Nikola Tesla was, honestly, I forget if he was like the godfather of electricity or the god or a king, whichever title, but he was a genius who invented so many things through his surprisingly, uncannily expert understanding of electricity and how it works. to the point where he's able to invent like wireless charging stations, and even had concepts of like perpetual energy machines, which was which he got his funding pulled from because it would cost energy stations power. So fuck them. But he was known for his genius, his ability to invent and create those types of inventions. And you know it's just, but he died a poor man, struggling to really make ends meet because he often got fucked over by companies and whoever he was hired by whenever he invented something. But he's known for more of his achievements, and his changes have outlasted the world in his life, I guess. And there's also the fact that people like the Wright brothers have invented the airplane, and their invention lives on forever. You don't even need to know about the Wright brothers to know that airplanes are cool. And I don't know who invented the trains, but his or her legacy has lived on to this day. And I couldn't help but think to myself, success, I feel, is something to earn for itself, because it is beautiful in of itself. And that's why I want to continue drawing. Why I wanted to keep going. But now I'm faced with another conundrum. Can I actually keep up with my ambitions? In the end, I'm still human. I still want, like, to fucking have friends to talk to. Just talk about interests. Just have neat things to do. Just have fun overall. And, well, that's something that I don't know. I screwed up my life online, and honestly, my career path and not making use of the internet is incredibly stupid. There's no way not to, especially in this day and age. You'll literally be behind on the times if you don't use the internet. So it's kind of like it's a very powerful tool, and abandoning it, despite how unhealthy it can affect people, is incredibly stupid. And unfortunately, I'm stuck with it. But I believe that with enough hard work, I believe that becoming the greatest artist, the greatest creator, the greatest Renaissance man this world has ever lived, or at least in this day and age, anyway. I'm not a scientist, so there's no way I'm gonna. There's somebody else who's probably gonna do it better than me. Obviously, there's already somebody who's like already in the fields and whatnot. I'm more into the arts than I am into science, and I don't have a certificate or degree. I understand the principles of science and whatnot, but just very, I'm not sure how to put it, but I want to be able to I want to be able to succeed. I want to be able to achieve more than the mistakes I have made. But I don't know if I can. I have said many stupid things. I am sure that it's temporary. I'm sure that if I did try my best, I could. But it doesn't really stop the hurt, really. It doesn't stop the feeling of isolation. The fact that I'm going to be really, I'm gonna be living on savings real quick. And, you know, I don't know, I've made a lot of mistakes in my life. And thinking about all the dumb things I've done, I don't know, like I just want to go back. To go back before I made my mistakes. And for me to realize that, to keep the realization at least that I can that I can get what I want by working hard for it. But from will I be a happy man when I die? That's a question that honestly has no good answer. Mainly because most of the answers are very depressing. The most hopeful answer is that, well, maybe if you try, you'll continue having, you get the opportunity to, you'll have the chance to, but it's sad because you're not guaranteed it. You can literally be the person who has invented and created devices that could rival the power of a god, but still live a sad and miserable life. And, you know, I don't know what to say, really. I believe that as a creator, as a streamer, as a artist, writer, musician, and armchair scientist, honestly, armchair philosopher, I'm not certified in enough shit. I'm not an academic. I don't get paid to spell interesting lines. Somebody else can steal my lines, put in an academic paper, and then claim all the credit and earn all the money in the world from it. That's what can happen. I don't get the money from it. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if I thought about it first. I don't work in any fields or anything of the sort. I'll give me the money for just being a smartass and pretending I'm like a Greek philosopher back in who knows BCE. And well, I'm not sure. It's just I'm feeling better, but at some point I gotta ask: Can I do it? Can I accomplish to fix all the mistakes that I've ever? Well, not fix all the mistakes. There's no way to fix it. It's already happened. But it's just, can I make as much to make up for? Can I make as many things as I can? Can I make something so great or make many things that are great to overwrite them? To change that reality? Well, not change the reality, I guess, but more so just say that was something that had happened in my past, but I want, like, can I do that? And the thing is that I'm not sure. I don't know. That's what's fucking demotivating me now. I'm scared of my life. What the hell do I draw that can change the world? I can make 1,000 drawings an hour if I really wanted to. Of anything and everything. I've gotten better at art as time has gone on. I am very much one of the most skilled artists in the world, and I will not deny that. I can keep going higher and higher as time goes on. I believe I can. But it's just, can it? Will it? Draw your YouTube life. Well, my YouTube life has mostly just been clips. Mostly me clipping other people's works, admiring other people's works. I don't know. What on earth are the... I've never actually watched Draw My YouTube Life, actually. Never have, actually. I don't know what those are about. Let me look it up. Draw My YouTube Life. From groups of people you love, being alone and turning to a family. Draw My Life. ControlNet brought my drawings to life. How to make a Draw My Life video. I'll think about it. But I don't know. One of the things that continuously bother me is the fact that I was such a goddamn spurg back in Phase Connect Discord server. There's no way I'm getting fucking unbanned there. What has happened, and well, given modern times, it's just not happening. I don't know, that's just still been a fucking thing that's a hang on my life, because, like, here's the thing, they weren't bad people. There's no way to justify it. That's just, like, a thing that's gonna hold on to my goddamn life. Like, I don't know, like, back when I was, I don't know, like, a lot of the groups I was in were either full of assholes or just generally unpleasant people or bad people in general that, like, you know, even if I did something wrong, it was just like, fuck it. Like, I did something bad, I won't do it again, but, like, it doesn't even matter to me. Because, like, those people kind of had it fucking coming, just, it shouldn't have been from me. They deserve to be fucking suffering. What happened? Well, I did describe it in my, you know, I hate, you know, 2022 was the shittiest year of my life and whatnot. And, you know, whatnot. It did happen. In the Phase Connect Discord. And it's still been a fucking thing that just held up on me. Again, I was attention seeking because I didn't want to be a nobody. I wanted to have friends, I wanted to talk to people. And, you know, I had this chaotic nature that some people liked. Well, yeah, NEETs are assholes, but not IRL. Yeah, but I don't know. It's just, again, those people weren't bad people. They were just having a good time, and then... Pretty sure they fucking hate me, too. It's like, I think I've already pissed off the entirety of Phase Connect. Somehow. I don't even know how. Except for some of the capitalists who still tolerate me, but, like, every other section of Phase Connect fucking hates me. And, you know, here's the thing. Here's the fucking funny thing. It isn't as if I've done anything, like, particularly... I haven't done anything as crazy as, like, the Chase dude, who was, like, actively trying to, like, fucking hunt for Pippa's real-life identity, trying to dox her and hunt her down, trying to, like, fucking do some real crazy shit. Apparently he even, like, abused a dog once. Might be. But then again, even the accuser apparently said it might be false, but personally, fuck him. And the dude who... decided to abuse a dog, so I don't really particularly care. There's also, like, Henry as well, who felt entitled to Pippa's attention, and was generally very mentally ill. Is still mentally ill. And I'm as hated as them. And well, you know, like it's kind of just like one part of my mind is just like motherfucker, fuck you all too, but two, it's like, can you at least fucking forgive me? I haven't done anything wrong, and I've been trying to be positive this entire time. You guys not want me to like you guys? Do you guys want me to be as much as you guys hate me to be? Like, I don't like drama, alright? I engage in drama because I feel like something ought to be said when it comes to issues in real life, right? And on Twitter as well. And I've seen other creators getting harassed, artists I followed, and that's why I wanted to speak out. And that's how I got involved in drama. But that was just me speaking out. I'm not into drama. That's me just saying, this is fucked up. Why is this not obvious? This is unacceptable behavior. This is fucked up. And literally everybody who's been doing this unacceptable behavior has shown more signs of being a genuine fucking criminal than the people they are accusing of. And, you know, now I'm Mr. Drama. Like, here, oh yeah, no, I fucking said all this thing. Again, I'm not gonna take back anything I said. I said what I said. I believe in what I said. These people are horrible people. These are all monstrous people. She is flat, definitely. If not for malnutrition, probably the unhealthiness, the mold growing in her room. There's no way fat's growing on any of those tits. I have bigger tits than her. Both in fat and in muscle. I've been fucking working out. Not big muscles, though. I have like femboy body right now, which is kind of aesthetically pleasing, but I want to lose more fat so that way abs can show. That way it's more like thin and sleek. You can keep the femboy look if you want, but I want to be more thin and more in tune with my body. Well, she was Porto. She was a VTuber. Yeah, no, she had like apparently it's not like I know her personally, but given the lore I've heard about her and what other people have said about her, she was struggling, and Sakana gave her the opportunity to become an idol just like who she looks up to. And, you know, that is genuinely amazing. I fucking feel like it's just like, I'm so glad for you. Like, I feel good that you feel good. Which I feel like is an alien feeling these days. I feel like I'm weird for having that. And it's like, I'm proud of you. I feel good for you because you are doing so well. And I'm so glad that you are happy with where you are. I feel... I'm not sure what the feeling, how to describe it is. It's not like proud. I'm not like her mom or anything. I'm not going like, oh my god, I'm so proud of you, Pippa, my daughter. No, it's just like, I'm proud of you for doing so fucking well. Yeah, I'm happy for Pipkin too. Yeah, no, literally. I don't know what being happy for somebody else is. There's probably a word for it, not that I know what it is. Let me look it up. Sure. Happy for someone else. Let's just look up the word for it. Take pleasure in someone else's success. Antonym for skatten for you. Oh yeah, definitely. With the two most upvoted answers being mitef, a German word for compassion, mudiha, a Buddhist term for finding joy in. I like that word, mudita. I feel mudita for... When I see Pipkin, I feel mudita. That's probably how I would use it. This noun, I feel mudita would probably be like, I'm feeling somebody else's success. I'm feeling mudita. How on earth did I use that in a sentence? I'm feeling mudita when I see Pippa. I think that'd be the proper usage. There's no reason feeling mudita for Pippa because it's a bit redundant, because I'm saying I'm happy for someone else for Pippa. So then it's definitely I'm feeling happy for someone else when I see Pippa, because that's who I'm happy about when I see someone else's success. So yeah, no, that's probably the right way to use that word. I don't know why the hell I spent so much time on that. Okay, I'm stupid. Alright, Um, but again, I don't have any ill will towards them. I feel more guilt, shame, just like I've sinned. Like that's the only sin on my life that matters, honestly. Because every other people I've honestly offended up to this point, like why don't I fucking talk about like what the hell do I even say? Like my entire life has been a fucking joyride. Like with freaking the Toho Hell Discord server when I used to be in it as like a kid, I got accused for harassing and sending someone to a panic attack, but because I am very keen on finding information and knowing the truth about things, when I was a kid, especially as a kid, when I wanted to know absolutely everything, apparently that fucking accusation was false. But nobody fucking denied it, except behind my back. So then everybody's running the story of just like, okay, I sent this person into a panic attack. That's the public knowledge of it. However, when she was told this by me, she then confronted the person who I said that she had a fucking panic attack and said, "Wait, why did you say I had a panic attack?" No, I fucking didn't. I was just like, "No, I didn't say it either." What? So it's just like, okay, so these people are manipulative liars? Okay, then I don't feel fucking bad at all. Fuck them all. Like, they're all manipulative people. They were all bad people to begin with. I thought they were good, but then it just found out that, oh, they weren't. They weren't. They were just lying assholes. Like, from the start to the end, they were just assholes. And, you know, that's just fucking surprising because it just kind of like, yeah, no, I did something wrong. I shouldn't have been as egotistical as I was then. I shouldn't have been so selfish, so needlessly aggressive to these people than I should have. I should have been friends. I should have been kinder. I genuinely should have been. But the people who I ended up being mad to were the people who honestly probably deserved it to begin with. Because they were just genuinely horrible people. So it's like, yeah, I did a bad thing. But there was no sin that was committed. And then we kept on fucking going on. We kept on fucking going on with that kind of stuff, right? And, you know, I'm not sure what to say about that. But with the Face Connect Discord server, it was just like a bunch of people just having stupid fun. Yeah, no, there were a bunch of fucking assholes, like 2 of them, 3 of them. That really riled my jimmies, and all of a sudden I started fucking going buck wild for attention. Way more than I needed to. Even before they did it, honestly, actually. There's no blame on them. But they were assholes, definitely. I don't feel bad about angering them. They felt like the type of people who sought out to be angry, and I don't really care about angering them at all. They kind of had it coming. They kind of just like, if it wasn't me, it would have been somebody else. And personally, I don't fucking care. They can go fuck off for all I care. Just those 3 people. Just those 3 people. I don't care about anybody else. Those 3 people. Well, I need to cut that out. Fuck. Okay. 155. Fuck. Okay. Oh, man. I am breaking TOS today on this stream. Okay. So I'll probably have to end this stream soonish. Keep it like under 3 minutes. I don't really have anything I want to particularly draw right now either, but I'm gonna need to cut that part out. Oh man, this is one hell of a stream, but yeah, no. But for the most part, for literally every part, except for literally just those things, like literally just like a tiny crumb left on a plate. Just one little stain on the table. Just like literally 1 pixel of just like a PNG artifact. Just 1 pixel PNG artifact. Everything there was honestly fine. I loved talking with everybody. I loved the fun that everybody was having. They were all having such a good time. There wasn't any judgment. There wasn't anything crazy. But I fucked it up by being a horrible person, by not being civil. And that's That's on me. I can't do anything about that. Well, no, I can do something about that, but only after the fact that I did something bad. And I was a horrible person. That's what fucking happened. I can't change that, but I can change what happens in the future. But that part's gonna still constantly exist. And I'm just gonna be living my goddamn life. Fucking. This is just gonna be. I'm just living my life. Like, that's the sin I committed. Like, they were all having a good time. They weren't bad people. I enjoyed being with them. It was just like, I knew I was obnoxious. I didn't know how to act at all. And I fucked up. First time ever. First sin. That I genuinely regret. Every other instance in my life has just been like test runs. And I fucked up so goddamn bad by complaining about all the stuff that I did. And, you know, I can chalk it up to being socially stupid, but... Well, I mean, I've changed. Or at least I like to think I have. I can acknowledge that what I did was wrong. But why didn't I back then? Why didn't I, it's just like... I don't know. I genuinely want to apologize to the people who I've hurt, but I don't even know how to apologize, honestly. I don't know. Because whenever I always feel like apologies aren't going to be forgiven anyway. And I don't know. I need a pee. Let me just take a piss real quick. Let me just make that real quick. Yeah, I'm gonna take a pee real quick. Have fun. And I am back. I still need to edit everything. It's like 135, 125 something, and 155 something. I'm gonna need to edit all that. But one of the things that I'm so stupidly scared of right now is the fact that I'm just gonna continue failing, that I'm always gonna be known for my failures, not my successes. Which is something I'm scared of. Just no matter how hard I try, I'll always be known for those things. That I won't ever truly be successful. And, especially when it comes to art as well. Like, this crap. I would have preferred drawing something else, not gonna lie. I don't even know what I want to do with this. Maybe I'll leave it as a thing. I'll let it be what it is. I don't know. Like, What am I supposed to say? Like, I fucked up. There's no way to change the pat. Well, actually, no, there is. It's just not fucking plausible, though. Time travel does actually exist. Somebody came up with a new theory of time, and I'm gonna say it right now. Time travel is technically possible, or at least the way I'm conceiving of it, in a more practical sense. And the way to do it is to acknowledge that the past doesn't exist. There's no physical place that the past exists in. There's no like, there's no physical location in the universe in any dimension whatsoever that we are aware of that the past exists. So it's just kind of like, hey yo, yeah, no, might be depressing for some people. I do find it enlightening in some way. If you are fine with it, the past is the past, just move on. Yeah, no, the past is the past. But I can't fucking move on for some reason. It's just been a thing that's been attached to my head. I want to move on, but it's like, fucking where? I fucking became a dumb VTuber, and I make all this art, and like I don't even have any money to go off of. Like I'm gonna have to go back to like a job, and I'm not even gonna achieve anything great, honestly. Like I probably could, but maybe voice channel with people might help. Maybe you're like Pipkin, but a femboy. Yeah, I guess, but I'm not. No, I mean, I feel like it would have been easier for me to be a girl, honestly. A lot of people fucking call me a girl for some goddamn reason when it comes to mentality and stuff, but goddamn. I probably, honestly, it might have been beneficial if I just called myself trans and tried to present myself as female. Then everybody would be like, oh my god, she's so, like, she's struggling so much. How, I want to help her and take care of her. But, like, as a dude, it's kind of like, yo, get the fuck up. You can stand up by yourself. Get the fuck up, bitch. Stand the fuck up. You know you can do it. Come on, bro. Let's do it. Come on. Like, that's the thing when it comes with dudes. Our way of taking care of others isn't necessarily, I want to help. And yeah, I do have a Discord server. Man, have it hard until about 30. I feel like I've already gone through my midlife crisis. For some reason, I'm always ahead of the curve when it comes to things. Like I suddenly remembered Word Girl like a fucking 2 months, 3, who knows? When did I start talking about Word Girl? I remember making a Tumblr post about it, and then all of a sudden, I get recommendations from my YouTube channel about like various Word Girl shit, and just various clips just sort of popped up in the next 2 months after I made that. So like I'm always somehow ahead of the stupid curve. And let me just create an invite for you real quick. Copy. And it should send on YouTube if anything. Hopefully it will. Does it show up? Let me check. Please show up. It did show up. Good. Oh yeah, I don't have chat enabled for some reason. What the fuck? Good stream. The comments don't show up, so everybody who thinks I've been talking just thinks like, oh hey, that kind of crap. But yeah, no. Welcome to the server. Let me give you the role. It is a very, very bare bones Discord server. I made it so that way everybody, so eventually when like Terraria 1.4.5 starts up, then I can just play with everybody on the server. Yeah, no problem. It's a bit of a dead server, but again, it's just mostly for Terraria. When it comes out, when 1.4.5, then it's going to be Legendary Everything Seed playthrough. Because I don't want to suffer alone. I tried to do the fucking Everything Seed Legendary playthrough. It was a struggle. So yeah, no, I'm not doing that alone, but I don't know. There is actually a way to go into the past. Not necessarily, if somebody came up with a new theory of time, right? Something that actually makes sense, because our modern theory of time is that it's still like a physical location on like a thing, or at least we don't know how to conceive of time because of how we use language. And yeah. It's like such a fucking fascinating video. It is absolutely worth watching. But then again, I'm a nerd. Well, if you want to VC, I'm free for a bit. Else I'll be here on YouTube. Up to you. Sure, I can join VC if you want to talk to me, but I'll still be streaming. If you don't mind talking, then I wouldn't mind joining VC chat. Hear what you have to say, like in voice saying in a bit more live, real time. Listen to me talk and stuff like that. Yes, please. All right then. I'll join real quick. Mic's on. Yep. But yeah, no, I've just been. That's just like something that's been stuck in my mind. But also, there is actually a way to time travel in a sense. Because truth is that in this world, there is actually no physical place that the past exists. Time is a dimension that we only measure through speed. And that something, well, it's, again, the past just doesn't exist. History is the memories and the records that we make of things. So, therefore, there is no place that the past exists. Once the past exists, once the thing has happened, it has happened. There's no turning it back, but there's no moment in which it has happened. You remember how it happened and everything of the sort, and it's also why we can predict the future, why we can, because of what we know from our history and past experiences and everything of the sort. The past, very much so. It's not a thing that actually exists. It's a bit of a sci-fi fantasy. And one of the things that people tend to... The one thing that really made it stick is because this theory finally addressed the weird thing about time dilation. Because here's the thing, if something is in the past, then how we depict it is that, like, oh hey, we can't see it happening then. We can't really, because it's no longer in this time. But here's the thing, time dilation still kind of works. We can, we've seen, stuff with astronauts, twins, they age differently, but throughout the entire time, we still see where they are as they sort of time travel slower through time or faster through time, because we are more stationary, and therefore we go through time more rather than space more. So... But we can still see them both at the same time. Once they are doing this little time dilation, essentially like time traveling back into the past for like barely measurable and perceivable moments of time. Well, we still need, given like an extreme theoretical situation, thing is that we can always see where they are despite the time dilation happening. We don't take like 5 seconds to see where they are simply because they got dilated from time 5 seconds. We still see them throughout the entire experience. They just move faster or slower through time. There is no past or the future. There is only now and speed. And nothing says a good sci-fi theory. Not sci-fi theory. An actual plausible theory, which actually can be tested. If somebody's actually honestly willing to build equipment for it, we can also measure like the absolute zero speed of the universe and where the potential and absolute origin of where the absolute center of the universe actually is based on this instrument. If anyone's actually willing to build it, test it, and do whatnot, if this theory is correct. And, again, nothing says like a good scientific theory other than completely ruining all of science fiction, which personally just gives me more sci-fi ideas, but, it's just me. But because the past does not exist, it is what we make of it that matters. Therefore, because the past does not exist, we can always decide what the past is, in a sense. It's not like we can't change the fact that the jar is, like if we break a ceramic vase, it's going to be broken, yes, but we can always repair, we can always fix it. The jar may have changed, but what broke it, what caused it to break, it doesn't matter because it is broken. The past no longer exists because it is an event that has already happened and there's no place for it. It's just a memory. It's just something in our mind. Time is very much a memory. It is our sequence of events that we process as memories. Therefore, in order to go back in time and change things, we need to go back and change the memories. But how do we exactly do that? It's not like changing our memories will like undamage the jar. It's not going to unfix it. It's not manipulating memories. It's interpreting things for what they are differently. It's by choosing to forget and choosing to forgive, choosing to remember and choosing to do all this stuff. It's interpretation of memory. It's interpretation of what has already transpired. That is how people can time travel. Not actual freaking time travel, but practical time travel. Boring sci-fi, not sci-fi time travel. Boring, realistic, honestly not that impressive time travel. Memories. And so here's the thing. I believe I can, in fact, go back in the past and change things. Because it is our interpretation of our memories and things that have happened throughout our lives that matter to us. It is what we perceive as time. It's also why stuff like reliving events and trying to like work through the trauma can also work, is because we're literally changing the events that have transpired in a sense. It doesn't really change the reality of things. Or, if you want to put it the other way, the original timeline. So, therefore, by changing your memories, by interpreting them differently, you're essentially changing the past in a way. The original timeline, the reality of things, will always be there. That is fundamentally unchangeable. You can always make diverging timelines and have them influence what will happen in the future. But that, again, it won't affect the original timeline, but again, that is one plausible way of time travel. A very boring way. It's not actually time travel. You are literally not going to the past because it literally does not exist, nor does the future. It's literally, the future is what we predict of it. Whether badly or goodly, doesn't really matter, but I'm seeing that you unmuted. Go ahead and talk if you want to. Or actually, wait, I have my thing muted. Why the hell? I muted my mic. My bad. I haven't had it on because I didn't have anything playing.
That's fine. No worries. For some reason, I thought my mic wasn't working, so I took a bit to test it out. But now glad you can hear me. How do you like my voice? I guess since this is your first time hearing me.
It's average. I've heard
average.
Yeah, it's not. I don't hate it. It's. I don't know. I've heard voices like this before.
Based. I like your time theory, but it sounds more like a way to like process trauma than actually like changing your current situation.
In a way that
would
is,
improve your. Yeah. I mean, doing that would improve your life because you'll get over with stuff that happened in the past, but it's not going to do anything to help you moving forward. I mean, no, never mind. It is going to help you move forward, but if you like, let's just say you murdered someone by accident in a fire, and you have to get over it because it was an accident. Yeah, I can see that, but you're still somewhat responsible for the fire.
Yeah, no, that's not something that can be easily changed. With stuff like life and stuff, that's it's gonna be hard to really say that you can change the past regarding that. There's no way you can undead a person. Once the jar breaks, it breaks. You can do stuff to
Yeah.
repair it. You can do stuff to change it. Some things just can't be changed, but
If it was a genuine accident, I can understand. Like, most people will let it go after a few years.
yeah. But it is just something that has been stuck in my head because, well, time travel is actually
You have to-
easy. Well, not easy,
Okay.
but like plausible. And it's for my intents and purposes, it's very much something that can help me, but it's also incredibly. I'm stuck in the past in a way, trying to change the past because I want it to change. And that's the unfortunate part because also I do, again, my theory of time travel is essentially, again, yes, it is like working through trauma. A lot of stories kind of do like this time travel thing, you can't change the past and whatnot, because they have some fundamental understanding of, yeah, no, this is how people can work through trauma, by reliving the past and trying to do all this stuff. It's something that can happen. I'm seeing that you wanted to talk, but
Me?
I see that your
No.
mic thing is going off. I'm not sure if you wanted to talk
Oh,
or.
no. That's just my mic because sometimes it detects me when I'm moving around. Right now, it's just like moving around in my kitchen, getting ready
Ah,
for the day.
all right. But all right, then I'll just keep talking then.
Yep, I'll just mute myself till I have something to say.
Yeah, no, don't worry. I have changed the settings on my own Discord mic so that way it doesn't pick up those background noises and make it so that way like it picks up mainly my voice by adjusting its sensitivity. Maybe doing that might help, but my theory of time travel, it's also how people kind of work through forgiveness as well. Like anime with like Mushoku Tensei, right? We have the scene where like Rudius and his father Paul kind of had a little fight, after the mana event, that mana explosion thing, where teleported everyone everywhere to who knows where and what. And they had this fight because Rudius didn't see Paul's messages, didn't really search for anybody. He didn't know that it literally affected a lot of people. I think the entire world, actually, if I remember correctly. And, they fought. They punched each other straight into at the bar, just like went out on each other. And, well, at the end of it, they went back and talked. It was like tensions were there. Like, Paul regrets what he did. Rudius also doesn't want to keep things as strained as they are. So he then decides, we're going to pretend that it didn't happen. We're meeting each other for the first time again after all the struggles we did. I'm a lost child. I'm your lost son. We finally meet after so long, after this mana explosion event. And you're a father who's glad to see his son again. And they play out an entirely different set of events. They pretended that something that did happen didn't happen. They changed time for what it was. It didn't change the original timeline, the reality of how things had happened. But they did go back and work it through. They decided, we will forgive each other. We will pretend it didn't happen. Nothing bad happened. And they forgave each other by pretending it didn't happen and by choosing very consciously and literally physically working it out through, decide, we're going to do our reunion differently. And I think that was beautiful. It didn't change the fact that, they punched each other, they had that strained relationship, they, hurt each other. It hurt. The jar was broken, but they repaired it. And, the vase principle is also a thing that I learned as well, where there's a Japanese method of repairing broken jars, which they fix the broken cracks with gold fillings between the stuff, right? And essentially the jar is, it's different, but all the imperfections, all the mistakes, all the things that had broken, it's now covered in gold. It's like it changed the design, it improved upon it. The bad thing happened, but the gold fixed it. And in a way, it does acknowledge that it did happen, but it improved upon it. It decided we can do better. We can change. It's like that. That's what I believe. And the thing is that I genuinely want the people at the Face Connect Discord server to forget everything bad I've done. And if it must be, then forget all the good I've done as well. But I want to be able to have a second chance. A genuine second chance.
You can just make an alt and just rejoin.
Probably, but it wouldn't feel the same, honestly. There's something about like making alt that I just don't want to do. Maybe I could pretend to be somebody else, but I want to be me in order for it to work. And maybe that's just me being stubborn as fucking being incredibly stupid, honestly. It honestly genuinely is, but I want me to be forgiven, not somebody else. I don't want to wear a mask and pretend I'm somebody new.
But at the end of the day, they're just like random people on the internet. They're not really your friends.
Probably, yeah, that is true,
I mean,
honestly.
Internet people do become friends if you meet in real life and go out of your way to like do stuff. But not until you meet them in real life. I wouldn't really consider them friends unless they're attempting to meet you in real life.
Probably. But in the end, I'd still like to just have a good time again. That's all I honestly want, just to be able to have that good time again. But I want to be as me. I want to be able to talk about things. I want to be able to make art, videos, clips as me. And unfortunately, because of my art and stuff, I have a particular style that, unless I want to change my art style entirely, it's going to be like a pretty damn easy tell. Like, oh, hey, that bitch is back again. So it's not like as an artist I'm able to like easily change my art style.
Good point.
Yeah, no, because again, like I can just talk about things like, oh my god, she's such a good streamer, and oh my god, you guys are so cool. I'm just gonna talk and have fun. I'm an artist. I wanted to create things and express things through stuff like art, and also music and writing and all this stuff. That's one of the things how I express. If I'm doing badly at talking, if anything, I want to at least believe that I'm good when it comes to art, hopefully, but. I don't want to just talk all the time. Also, hi there, Bendy. But it's something that's not something an alt could do. I'd have to entirely change my entire identity, how I draw, go about drawing, what I've drawn. I'm going to essentially have to forget everything I've learned and redo my art from scratch, all the way from zero. And, I mean, I probably could fucking do that. I could probably do that genuinely. I've already built up the skills for it. I can change my repertoire. I can try and change. Like, there are different ways of drawing that I can force myself to do. Ninja Tayo give raspberry belly. What? But, yeah, that's just like one of the way. That's just something that would be incredibly hard to do because again, making an alt would just be like one, an easy tell, and two, unless I want to like make two separate distinct art styles, then
or you can just do some random anime girl with like 90% of the server.
Well, I mean, not the avatar thing, just like sharing content. I don't just want to be like oh, hey, I'm proud. I want to, I want to be able to give back in a way. But
I mean, you're giving back by being like active in the server. It keeps the server community going. It encourages people to make art. You can post your own art still too. I don't think anyone's gonna like single you out. If anything, they really don't. Most people don't really care.
Probably,
I
but
think.
I don't know. But
I
it's
think
just,
the part that you're thinking.
I mean, as an artist, it's like that I can identify people by their art styles, and also if something's AI or traced by sight, because I don't know, like I've just been able to do that. I don't know if anybody else can,
I
but
can
I've
tell
just
AI
been.
is kind of like has this weird like hyper realism to it, which regular artists do not go for.
Yeah, that is true. Yeah, no, that. And yeah, no, but there's also again I can identify traced art and people who've used art for AI, like even for AI art, whether or not it's directly if a certain art piece was directly inputted in as a reference, like which specific image it was, because it's just very plainly obvious, and I can just identify it easily. And I'm not sure again if anybody else can do it, but maybe am just overthinking it. But when it comes to art, it's like, didn't this guy? Why? I don't know. Like I've seen like I immediately identified artists who I'm in a game server of, and it's just like, wait, what? You're here as well? So like I've just been able to freaking do that. I'm still surprised that they're even there. Like, oh wow, you're here too. Nice. Not that I'm even going to talk to you, but I appreciate your art and stuff. Not that I'm even going to type it in chat because I'm sure you got plenty of comments for that. So I needn't say what's obvious and what others have already said. I can repeat it, but don't think it'd be worth much. Which is also why I make art as well. I don't like to repeat things that others have said. It's like I'm just one of the masses. It's not that impressive. I'm just like a bot, if anything. Like, yes, you are so great. Great video. Again, you have made this stream has been very entertaining, just like the last one. It sounds robotic after a certain point, in my opinion, which is why I don't like to do that. Art is probably the one thing that I can at least make and have a hard time for people to like go, oh my god, this feels samey. Because it's always going to have to be something different. There's no way to really make it the same, as long as you're doing it by hand. And even AI can do it better, honestly. But yeah, no, there's no way for me to really fake being another person or making I could, again, I want to have a good time, I want to be able to talk with people, but I also want to expand upon that, be someone more. And I can't do that without being me. And I could try to be someone else, but in the end, I feel like I have a lot of fucking tells. Way too many tells. And maybe I'm just being over skeptical because I have pretended to be other people, and people couldn't even fucking tell me just by through alts before. But I don't post my art there. And it was mostly I spent through discussions, and they were like the bad people I was with anyway. So it's all kind of like, you know.
At that point, just make it a game. Since I know what you sound like and what you act. It's just like keep making alt and joining just to see how long it takes you to define you. Because that sounds like a fun troll you can do to them.
Yeah, probably, but probably I don't know. I don't know. I mean, I do know that, like, when it comes to Discord, they do have, like, IP bans as well, so alts don't typically work. Not that I haven't figured out a way to get around that. I haven't told other people how to, because, again, it's mostly an IP ban. It's not a device ban. So, therefore, VPNs and stuff like that do work. There's no real way around it unless they want to ban the actual device, but even then it's like I have a computer and a phone. Fuck you gonna do? But you know, it's just like I don't know. I don't want to pretend to be someone else because I don't like acting. I don't like to put up an act. I want to be
No, you're
myself.
not being yourself. You're just using a different avatar.
True, yeah, but
Also, what do you do that you get to go home and sleep at noon and then wake up in the middle of like the night?
Oh, I don't
It's like
do
4
anything
a.m.
anymore. I got soft fired from my job. Like my boss decided to just lower my hours, and now I just have no hours at all because, you know, he just for some reason really hates me and the head cook. So it's always so like I just have no working hours whatsoever. So I just had all the free time in the world.
Oh,
I just started exercising, going on a diet, and just been fucking doing whatever the hell I want ever since my hours got lowered to a zero because I was just like, well, fuck it. I have all the free time in the world. I'll just do whatever the hell I want. Um, which I'm surviving
good to
off
me.
of unemployment insurance because soft firing does qualify me for that, but it's very limited.
I,
I'm running
Wait,
out.
there's unemployment insurance?
Yeah, if your boss is a piece of shit, lower your hours for no good reason, such do all this shit, you literally just qualify. Just apply for it. You get like free money every week or
Where do
so.
I apply?
But it's limited, and you are required to find another job soon. And
Wait, are you talking about unemployment? Because that sounds like unemployment to me.
yeah, unemployment insurance. I have applied for partial, but then it changed to full time.
No,
And
no, 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 that's not insurance. Insurance is where you pay money and then they they give you money back when you use the insurance. That's what you're using is called unemployment benefits.
yeah, no, I think it's definitely unemployment benefits. I do think it's. I feel like I do remember the website being written as unemployment insurance and whatnot, and it's just like, wait, oh, so that's what it's called. Okay, I'll just accept it. Unemployment benefits, I don't know. I just use them as synonyms. But you get the idea. I mean, but I'll probably make sure I'll use benefits rather than insurance from now
No
on.
problem.
But yeah, no, because the dude's just an asshole. Honestly, like he doesn't do any work at all. And he has a thing for this old lady who just doesn't do anything and has been constantly trying to make me do her work. And I've been struggling with carpal tunnel and doing the stupid handy work that I have to at my workplace, scooping out cheddar chunks and stuff like that. It's just like, no, I'm too fucking tired. I walk all the way to and from work. Half an hour. Asshole. Let me fucking rest. I don't even get proper sleep because my brain's just fucked. And she just gets so angry. She starts slamming things, starts criticizing how I work, even though she doesn't work in kitchen. Everybody defends
That's
me except for
that's a
her.
stereotypical. I hate to say that, but that's a stereotypical woman boss.
Oh yeah, no, absolutely.
I,
She's like,
I think she just stressed. She's stressed out. That's how usually women bosses are like.
oh yeah, no. Honestly, my workplace was filled with women bosses. One of my managers fucking shouted at one of my coworkers and made them cry all the way in the fucking back. We literally let her rest and just like take a moment in the bathroom, just to have her, just to relax. And my fucking dumbass manager clocked her out. And then once I got sent back home early because she also hates my gut, she then started screaming at the head cook. And we had it on recording. I literally overheard some of the recording, luckily,
Wait,
from
where do
the
you work? It sounds like you work like at a
black company,
bad
honestly.
restaurant or something.
Yeah, a bad restaurant. We don't cook proper food at all unless I'm working there or the head cook's working there. Everybody else, except for like the good manager I work with, but everybody else is kind of like, get ready to vomit in the toilet. Honestly, go ahead and vomit on the floors in our bathrooms. I do not care. Well, then again, actually don't, because a good employee is probably gonna have to wipe it up, and our bad fucking bosses are
Yeah,
gonna make someone else do it.
usually, yeah, that's what happens. It's just send a random employee to clean it.
Yeah, no, I hate that workplace. I hate it so goddamn much. I have no idea what the hell is wrong with them. Like, I have such a good work
Why-
ethic, and then they decide to exploit me.
I
And
just
it's
say
just
go
like,
to
fucking,
college and try to get a better job.
yeah. Honestly, I've honestly been like thinking to myself, why the hell is he the boss? Honestly, I want to like, can I don't know what I can do to like try and promote the manager who's good, who's friendly to me, and who does do a good job and cares about the restaurant and its success. To a boss, to my actual boss who owns the fucking store, because that's what I want to do. Like, demote my boss currently and just like hire the one that I'm actually friends with, who's actually good, who actually has a good work ethic, and actually cares about the store being successful. Meanwhile, my boss is willing to hire literally anybody.
I don't know how to help you with that because even I don't know how restaurants choose who's in charge and who's not.
Yeah, I honestly wish that.
I'm just assuming they just hire a random person off the internet.
Oh yeah, no, that's pretty much what fucking happened. That's what my boss honestly
Because
fucking
I
does.
remember seeing a lot of like, oh, manager.
Yeah,
That
no.
man.
Honestly, funniest thing as well. That manager who shouted at our coworker decided to quit, and thank God she did. Once we found a new manager to try and replace her, and the new manager who replaced her started shouting at coworkers, sits out in the back and smokes all the time and doesn't do any work, and also has sexually harassed other workers, and also has touched me fucking for some goddamn reason, got real fucking physical for no good goddamn reason. And I have no idea what the
What do you
fucking
mean
say.
touched you? Like touched your head or like touched your tummy?
Mostly just like shoulders getting real freaking physical. Whenever, because she thought I was grumpy and
Oh
mad for
yeah,
some reason
yeah. I
because I have
had
a
a coworker
deadpan
like
face, but
that
then she's just like
before.
constantly touching me, just like, hey, back, shoulder. Luckily, it wasn't the tummy. I hope to God not. But I mean, she did like mention to like one. I overheard like literally rumors of like her talking to like another uh co-worker going like, oh my god, or something like, I don't know, I don't even know if the dude was underaged or not, but fucking was just like, oh my god, you look like a husky dude or hunky, or I don't remember honestly. I just remember is that like she made a sexual comment of some sort. I didn't bother to care about the details. I was just like, wow, what the fuck is she trying to do here? That's unprofessional. And also, as she looked in the mirror,
It's
not to
the
be rude,
problem
but
is that it's the restaurant business. Restaurant business tend to hire like usually very crazy people that are like usually Democrats.
hmm.
Actually, not really. Some are. Never mind. I shouldn't say Democrats. I should say
Yeah, and that's not
just
necessarily
like
Democrats, and
re-
yeah.
restaurants are just full of like people. Restaurants and construction are found with people that like to swear and insult people for some reason.
Uh, Actually, not at my first job, surprisingly enough. The first job I worked at was just like, I got cussed out for saying shit after I burned myself on instinct. I didn't, she decided to shout at me because she was having like a bad week for some reason. And, because I said fuck because one of the coworkers wanted me to lift up a hot burger so he's able to put like ketchup on the burger. And I was just, and I accidentally burnt myself because shit just came off the fucking grill, and I was just like, ah, shit. And she was just like, hey, shut up. That you shouldn't say that. This is a family restaurant, and it's surprisingly high end for what it is. Oh wait, fuck.
Anyway, it's okay.
Did I just?
Have you ever been to like college or like anything? Because it sounds like you're just doing like entry level jobs, which is fine. But I think you can do a lot better.
I have given up on my dreams in college, honestly. I do not have the discipline for homework. Maybe I could do it now after getting a job because I know I could definitely push myself, but
You don't really need like support from anyone as long as if you're poor, you automatically qualify for financial aid. And all you have to do is just apply for essays, literally not essays, scholarships, and make one essay, just mass produce it, change a button here and there to fit every scholarship you can find.
I know my brother did it. Um, I shouldn't mention him actually because he's famous enough to actually get me narrowed down, honestly. But I do know that he's pretty savvy with scholarships and earning money and stuff like that. So,
Yeah, it's not, people make it sound like it's hard, but it's not. It's really easy. No one applies for scholarships. Most of the stuff I applied to, I was like the only one, or there maybe one other person.
jeez, that's
It
surprising.
literally, that's how lazy the average American is. The average American would rather take out a student loan because it's just click, 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 done, compared to filling out a scholarship, which is just one essay or filling out forms after forms. It's like why most Americans don't have a hard time finding jobs. Like, I applied for 20 jobs, but like, you have to apply for like 100 a week minimum if you're unemployed.
Yeah.
Actually, you can apply for like 10 a day if you get home from work and you start hustling.
Yeah, no, definitely. That is something I have heard about. I just don't want to apply for another job because I don't want to end up in like another bad workplace. Plus the fact I am very much physically limited by foot. I have to walk everywhere. It's good cardio, but I refuse to use shit like Uber or Lyft or whatever because it's like 2 hours worth
Expensive.
of work.
Yeah, and also you have like, yeah, you're basically paying 2 hours of work for, and then you're working for 8 hours, but only getting paid for 4.
Yeah, pretty much. And I am more than willing to like work 40 hours and stuff. Like as soon as I got my first job, 40 hours, second job, 40 hours instantly. I did not mind. It's just that I got real fucking tired once I started getting made use of and nobody did any work.
Yeah, life is be like that.
Yeah.
Also, oh fuck.
Uh, what's wrong?
I'm driving and one of the trucks in front of me wants to merge to the left. I mean,
Oh.
and he didn't see me, but I think he saw me now.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm glad you survived that. That probably was scary.
No, no, no. I always drive a safe distance away from all vehicles.
Ah.
It's just that I was going slightly faster than he was, and he wanted to avoid the truck in front of him that's moving really slow. Well, it's not moving slow. It's moving at 65, which is probably a government truck.
Then, alright. I do know that I didn't get a driver's license because I kind of did the same thing with my car to somebody else, except probably a closer distance. Didn't get much sleep that night, and I felt like I was almost about to crash after, like, somebody honked the horn. I was just like, oh shit. And then and my mom was just like, keep going, even though, like, the entire time she was, like, confusing with different orders. Stop, go, turn right, turn your head, turn right, left.
Wait, do you even have a car? So you can
I
practice?
do not have a car. I thought about getting, like, a motorcycle or something instead, even though it's
You need
unsafer, but...
okay. Electric bike, you can. Electric bike is the closest thing you can get without a license, but that's only like $150, $200 if you get a nice one with a bigger battery.
No, probably, that sounds good, honestly. I probably should get that,
Downside
but...
is you live. Downside is you live like very north of the U.S. Like that's gonna be bad during winter.
Oh yeah, no, I fucking hate the winters, especially when I'm walking. I've considered investing in like a literal jackets for Antarctica. Like I literally went onto a website
Yeah, I
where
recommend that too. I got a jacket like that when I was working in a cold situation. It was worth it. I also got a Shanka hat one time. I was like, hey, this hat is what Russians wear in the winter. If it's good enough for people in Moscow, it's good enough for me here in the USA.
I should probably get something like that. But yeah, no, I definitely have considered like investing in a jacket and also like shoe spikes as well, because it's getting fucking cold. And actually, it was like summer moments
Getting
ago, but
close
now
to
it's like
winter.
fall.
Yeah, you gotta hurry up because now it's September, then it's October, then November, and then it's basically GG when it's December.
Yeah.
It's winter time. Also,
Well,
I have another question. Why don't you just buy a used car? Used cars aren't that expensive. You just gotta not be tricked by a dealership.
Well, I do remember that that's the type of car I wanted, but I also don't actually have I still have an instructions license. I don't actually have a driver's license yet. I still need to, like, get tested on that. I still don't know how to get that
You,
fucking arranged.
you can get a friend to like pick up. All you need is a friend. All you need is a friend or your mom or dad can take you to the dealership. You can pay for it, and then they can drive it back. As long as you
Yeah.
have your permit, as long as you have your permit, which you don't even need you don't even you still need to pass a test. You can learn how to drive once you have your permit.
Yeah, honestly, it's not like I don't know how to drive. It's just that I'm scared of, like, crashing into people. I don't trust myself behind the wheel, especially because of
You'll
how
be fine.
easily. Especially
Nah,
because
you'll
of
be fine. Most people don't trust any other drivers. I don't trust any drivers, so that's why I always stay a good distance away from everybody.
I tend to blank out and literally daydream if I get too comfortable or if I'm too sleepy. So I just don't trust myself in the car.
Trust me. I used to be like that too, but over time you'll get used to staring at the road and not lose focus. Yeah, so basically you probably only be able to drive 30 minutes max before you start to daydream. But that 30 minutes turns to an hour, that hour will turn to 2 hours, and before you know it, you can do it for 8, 10 hours straight.
Hmm.
I wouldn't recommend driving more than 10 hours or 8 hours because it's like a job. You need to sit down and take a break.
Yeah. I have, again, I know how to do the driving. It's just that I just don't trust myself, especially after like that almost crash thing that I think almost happened because my mom was just giving confusing orders. I wasn't focused at all, nor did she focus on. She pointed me to things I needed to focus on at the time, such as not fucking turning right then and there. But you know,
It's okay, Wolf. It's okay, Wolfie. Just relax. Well, here's the thing. Once you get your car, you can travel to other places and get better jobs.
Yeah.
The reason the restaurants can treat their employees like crap is because they know they only hire employees that have nowhere else to go work.
Hmm. Yeah.
But if you have the ability to leave them whenever you want, that gives you the advantage.
Yeah, honestly, I just want to like fucking make money off of YouTube and just not have to work on all this shit. But that's a
You can
pipe
do
dream.
both, but in reality, you're gonna have more results immediately if you get your driver's license. Just start working. Because you
Yeah.
can still do YouTube on the side like you're doing now, but there's no way you're gonna be able to become like a VTuber without like working your way up, and that's gonna take a while.
Yeah.
If I remember correctly, unless you have like a cute voice like Kuda, or when she used to be the other girl, you're probably not gonna do well as an independent VTuber unless you like. It's not impossible, but it's like I know everyone in V Shoujo was an independent VTuber and made it work, but it took him years to do it. Iron Mouse is the girl I'm thinking of right now. She was basically bedridden, and that was the only thing she could do. So basically, all she did was spend all day online playing video games and being herself. And now look at her now.
I don't think. I do think an attractive voice does have something to do with it. I know that, especially like when it comes to males as well. I do know that Roberu. Should I pronounce it as the Japanese thing or not? I'm just gonna call him fucking Robert. Fuck it. Let's just Americanize him. For kids, that shit. That Holostar VTuber is pretty successful for what I'm aware. I did like watching his clips of like the Roberu Nightmare stuff. That I don't know, like he has a good voice, he has a good personality as well. Very entertaining. That fucking clip of like him going with that like Adventures of Amanda horror video game where he was, like, what's your favorite pie? And he immediately fucking shouted "Oppa," and it was just like fucking hilarious. I don't know, but aside from like a good model and good voice, good personality, very entertaining personality, and very clever on his toes thinking as well, trying to avoid.
I don't think you have to have a good bottle. Just look at all the PNG VTubers.
Yeah, no, there are a lot of PNG VTubers. I do follow one. One of my favorite VTubers that I watch is a PNG VTuber, who I try to attend as many streams as possible. Surprisingly, it's for most people who might think, whatnot. It's honestly not Tenma, despite all the clips I've made of her, or Pippa, or any VTuber. It's literally just a PNG tuber who doesn't really have a lot of subs on Twitch, who just makes art. Who I've looked up to ever since I was a kid, honestly. Made lots of good animations, makes cute art, love it. But
Who's that guy? I don't know who he is. Oh, you mean the sheep? Purple sheep guy?
Purple Sheep Guy, no. I'm referring to Serori. She made a lot of animations when I was growing up on like Stick Page. If you've seen like that exponential Stickman animation, that's basically like one of my first introductions to her. And she's also made like other comics like Oh Man and some other independent stuff that's not on available, annoyingly, but I can still access it because it's not inaccessible. It's more like a deep web thing than a public thing, it's still accessible. Just like you gotta find the link and whatever remains that links to it. But she does like art streams. She's very quick with her pen, and goddamn, I wish I could draw as well as her, as fast as her, and whatnot. Stupid to take a lot more time. It's not as stylized as her, which is unfortunate, but it's definitely one of the people who I look up to and definitely watch and like just doing and being. Which, you know, I kind of wish I had probably just applied the same principles of how I talk to her back in like Face Connect and shit, you know, because it wasn't like, you know, I wasn't, you know, exactly clever with my words, but hey, still was there, still talked. But yeah, no, favorite VTuber is literally a PNG tuber who is my favorite artist and I looked up to for a real long ass time. Which is, you watched the VTuber Awards joke video that I did, right? She's like the first person that.
Oh yeah, I watched that. Most of the VTubers, I don't know who they were.
Yeah, no, I wanted to do like something very. I wanted to talk about like more vague VTubers who I was aware of, but nobody else knew about, and who I think deserved more success. And honestly, they are honestly more successful. They have more fans. There are more people who talk in their chats, honestly. But you know, I somehow have more subscribers, despite the fact that I don't really do much nor focus on anything specific. I just make whatever the fuck. I don't have anything consistent. Whatever the fuck comes out in the next week, the next day, it's kind of like whatever the fuck I feel like. Like today, I made a Zatsudan stream where I'm just talking about shit that's going on in my life, and nobody knows, like, am I gonna make an art time-lapse video tomorrow? Am I gonna make a music video tomorrow? Or am I just gonna shitpost online on Twitter or look at hentai all my fucking day? Who knows? But that nobody knows what the hell to expect from me. And well, other people are more consistent. But you know, that's just like something that is just with my channel. I'm not consistent. I just make whatever the hell I feel like. And that's one of the things that also I feel is also hindering my growth. And also the fact that like whenever I do find something that I could technically focus on, such as Stone Story, I kind of don't want to. There aren't many videos to make of like with Stone Story RPG, like a lot of the people there are. Again, I've said this before, but honestly, they are obnoxious as hell. They ask me questions about basic gameplay principles and stuff that I figured out easy peasy, lemon squeezy. And I literally have, in the video, I'm literally, at some point after they left early access, I started just being way more sarcastic and just go, oh, hey, this is how I managed to figure out how to make this or that. And like this is how I crafted this item. Now you can apply the same principle. I didn't say it explicitly to find other things, and it's just like a bunch of kids who just play the mobile port of the game. And all the power to the dev if he's making more money to him, but I just can't fucking. It's just like one hell of an experience. I have a bunch of kids, very obvious kids, start sending me death threats because I'm just like, please play the game yourself. I am still surprised
That's by kids. That is hilarious.
Yeah, literally. I have no idea how to even. I don't know what to say about that because, like, again, I appreciate the fact that people are playing this game. It is a good game. I do like it. I want more people to play Stone Story RPG. That's why I picked it up, because it was like an obscure thing, and I want to shine more light on it. Even if I'm not that big, I'm not that popular, I wanted to shine light on this amazing thing. And then, well, instead I got a bunch of kids who didn't know how to play a game and asked help for everything. I was just like, am I going fucking insane? Do people constantly ask for help on everything? I literally had to go and ask someone, just go like, please tell me it's common sense. Please tell me I'm not going crazy. Please tell me that it's normal for people to play games and not constantly ask for some random VTuber with under 2K subscribers, about to hit 2K, surprisingly enough. Yay. How to play a game and understanding basic gameplay principles that the game introduces to you step by step as you progress through it. And thank God somebody told me, yeah, no, the next generation just is more like hand-holdy. So, you know, I'm not insane. It's just that these kids are fucking just have skill issue. You know, and I don't blame them. You know, games are tough and stuff, but, you know, at some point I gotta fucking ask, What do you mean you don't know what do you mean you don't know how to craft the item? What do you mean? Please, stop asking me how to craft a big bow. Stop asking me how to craft a repeating crossbow. You guys can figure it out, please. It's the fun of the game. Please don't make me suffer reading the same question over and over again. Repetition is what I hate the most. Among other things, honestly. I don't mind repetition too much, but depends on what's getting repetitive.
Oh, wait, since you live close to okay, you're probably Mall of America's beyond your walking range, probably.
Yeah, no, it's beyond my walking range. Unless I decide to unless I decide to become like a traveler or some shit, maybe. I don't know, maybe like 2 days walk, no big deal. Just gotta bring some supplies, camp out, and then just keep walking.
Meh. Yeah, Wolfie, you have to get a car. That is the best thing you should do right now. Whatever else you're doing right now is secondary.
Yeah, I can always just go with my parents because my sister does like going to Mall of America, which honestly I probably shouldn't ask them. We're currently going through shouldn't be mentioning this, but I don't even care anymore. We're going through a financial shit crisis right now. Well, I'm doing completely fine, but
everybody is. We're in a recession.
oh no, it's not necessarily that. It's that it's not my father's fucking stupid as all hell and keeps on buying lotto, and his bank account has reached the negatives now, and it's just like, are you fucking kidding me? You don't want his bank account to get disabled. Like once it hits negative, it's like
he has a gambling problem. His mom, your mom should take away his access to the account and just make sure he does is deposit money to a different account.
yeah.
He doesn't gamble away all the money.
Yeah, no, I probably should tell her that, but honestly, the first thing I did when she sent me a photo was like, get a fucking divorce, you goddamn idiot. Yeah, damn, but I like, that is just how heartless I am.
Okay. Well, you shouldn't encourage divorce. They should at least work it out because they have been together. Unless you really hate your dad that much.
I will be honest, the situation in my family is one unique thing. We will gladly tell each other to fucking just go unalive ourselves, no fucking problem, and throw slurs and stuff like that. And at sometimes we're kind of fucking like angry enough to mean it for serious, but at the same time it's always like, it's a fleeting feeling. We'll get super fucking angry to a point where we'll be smashing shit, but it's always just like, yeah, that was Tuesday. Yeah, that fucking happened. It's not healthy. It's not healthy. I'm not gonna say it's okay. And he is genuinely kind of worthless. He does have an addiction problem. Not addiction problem. Gambling addiction problem, more specifically. But
yeah, gambling. Yeah, you probably have that too, because I know I have a gambling problem myself. I just discovered my gambling problem thanks to like Discord games where you gamble money and you just spend all day playing the game because it's just the thrill of winning or losing or going after that to make your money back.
I've never actually been a gambling person. I've seen my father constantly, essentially, like here's the ironic thing. He's like super, like, I don't even know how to say it, but he is paranoid to the point where he might be suffering from some goddamn illness. I wouldn't even be surprised if he suffers from schizophrenia because he thinks our aunt sneaks in and destroys our furniture and whatnot, despite it just being like weathering and just like bad quality and just like stuff just getting old and just withering away because it's just getting old, dry stuff. He just thinks like he even has cameras set up everywhere, and he still thinks
there's nothing wrong with cameras being set up. That's just being safe in America.
Yeah, but he still thinks somebody is still like, we're also living in like a pretty safe state, honestly, but again, I'm not saying like cameras are bad or anything. Again, security is good shit. I want to be secure. Having cameras around the house, that is insurance, that is good stuff. Keeping that around is good. However, he still thinks that despite the absolute lack of proof and the fact that simple basic things can be explained by the fact that, well, it's natural. It just happens. He thinks that our aunt comes in and like destroys furniture and shit like that. And I have no idea what to even say about that. And our family is crazy as shit. If I go on, I've mentioned to my therapist a lot of shit. She has been like utterly fucking struck with absolute silence by the type of shit that I've said and mentioned, by the things I've heard from about this family and the shit that I've experienced. And if I release it on the internet, honestly, I don't even know what the hell they're going to react to. I haven't shared some of the craziest shit on the fucking planet. Like, I'm crazy. You guys haven't met my family. I'm one of the more sane ones. My brother's more sane. He's kind of an asshole, but he's definitely one of the more sane ones, like me. My sister as well, my younger sister. She's a bit more sane. She's a TikTok girl, but, I mean, she's more sane, surprisingly. Better than the rest of her generation. She's still an idiot, but, hey. But... yeah, no, despite the fact, like, my father's, like, paranoid as fuck about, like, things going wrong, like, apparently he still thinks I'm taking my meds, which I've since stopped.
I think he's probably been stuck in his head way too long.
Yeah, probably. But I don't know what to say, but he's so paranoid about things.
The longer you stay in your voice.
Pardon? Could you repeat that?
Most people turn schizo the longer you talk to yourself.
Yeah.
If all you do is stay in your head and talk to yourself, you're going to become schizo. That's how it happens. Usually people do it because they're lonely. Your dad probably did it when he was, like, lonely long ago, and it's slowly getting back to him.
I did not know that. Well, fuck. I guess that does explain quite a bit. I mean... ain't like I don't hear voices in my head, it's just that I've just turned them into, like, fictional characters. Luckily, they're more helpful than they are assholes, but hey.
That's good.
But I don't know.
That's also a bad thing, because when you're your dad age, you might be schizo-wolfing.
Oh, yeah, no, I think I probably would have made more money by being a schizo than I would. Well, then again, I probably would be stuck in poverty and people would just be paying just the bare minimum, enough to keep me alive, but keep doing stupid shit for entertainment.
Just like that FBI guy that made Temple OS guy, yeah.
Oh, yeah, Terry. Yeah.
I feel bad for Terry. Terry's actually really smart because he made a compiler.
Yeah, no, he was an absolute fucking genius. I wouldn't say he was a good person, though, but he wasn't a bad person either.
Just that smart.
Yeah, no, he was...
Making a compiler is hard, but it's common if you're, like, high IQ to do it. I never made a compiler myself, but I know how difficult it is to make, and I know people that make them.
From what I've heard about him, apparently he did talk to somebody from, like, Intel or something, and whenever he had his lucid moments and whenever he did talk about technology, he was a genuine genius. Like, I believe he was even considered, like, a savant at some point because of how good he was with technology, but I don't remember if he committed, like, suicide or something, or whatever.
No, he just died.
Oh, that sucks, honestly.
Old age.
Oh, that's...
He died of old age. I think he died when he was homeless.
Yeah. He was just a suffering man.
Yeah, he was live streaming off the streets and just calling random black people the N-word until something happened.
Yeah, he was just struggling with something he couldn't even be helped with. And, well, you know, he didn't deserve the things that happened to him. He might have been... Honestly, he probably would have been an unpleasant person to be around since I'm an atheist. He probably would be cussing me out for not believing in God or some shit. Not that I even care, honestly. Believe in what you want, but... He probably would have hated my guts, but still, I can't help but feel bad for him despite his story. He probably would have been an unpleasant person to, you know, actually spend time with.
Nah, I would have avoided him because even though he is an entertaining person, I stay away from schizos and people who are homeless, not because they're dicks, but because I know that most people who get that part of their life are... I wouldn't say it's their fault, but it is kind of their fault that they didn't plan it out.
Yeah, no, I do see where you're coming from. I do see where you're coming from. That kind of stuff also something that I do agree with a lot of people who are homeless, which again, it's not my opinion, it is my brother's opinion, who's more financial savvy and more money smart than I am, who's luckily keeping me off who's luckily got me out of my rut and stuck living with my parents, is because a lot of homeless people, a lot of poor people in general aren't money smart. They don't understand what value is. Money is not value in of itself. You use money to create value and to create more money to invest in creating more value. And some of the things that homeless people do, some of the things that these people do, think that money is a resource, but it shouldn't be. It should be a means to an end. It should be invested in yourself, such as with like high quality water filters, healthy air, healthy food, all that stuff. That's something that poor people actually struggle to understand. And also building skills, like investing in college and education, like mentors and stuff like that. That is important. That's something that a lot of homeless people and stuff don't really seem to understand. And the reason why a lot of people tend to end up homeless is because they aren't money smart. They tend to like spend, because once they get the money, they have to spend, and then they run out. Because they didn't consider saving in case of emergency. They didn't do all this stuff. I don't
think they could save because most people in America live paycheck to paycheck.
Yeah,
and
no.
You can't really save if you're living paycheck to paycheck.
Yeah, no, that's not the right way to live.
Most people get stuff they don't really need or can't afford. I know many people will have like a fancy truck or a fancy sports car that they're paying off at like $500 or $600 a month.
Yeah.
But it's not so bad if you're making like $2,000 a month. That's a quarter of your income to that, and then a third to your living expenses. But to me, I try to spend as little money as I can for a rainy day.
Yeah, I'm also the same, honestly. My brother has called it a bit of like a conservative money mindset, which is very, very good if you're not going to spend anything. And it's best to like develop the strategies to make use of having like a conservative mindset towards money. But yeah, no, one of the things that I will say is that sometimes for people kind of just don't know how to use money. Mainly.
By the way, Wolfie.
Yeah.
Probably gonna leave soon because I gotta go.
It was fun talking to you.
At my look.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was. You call me Fonzie by my username on YouTube. I think it's Tiny Bad Wolf right now.
Yeah, it's Tiny Bad Wolf, the Tiny Bad Wolf. But yeah.
But it was nice talking to you. I'll still keep listening to you. I'm just gonna leave the voice chat, but I'll still be on YouTube.
All right. So wait, you're off to work right now. Then you're just gonna be listening in then.
Yep, I'll be at work all day. My message here and there, but overall, I'm basically about to start work.
All right.
Later.
Yep. Later. Have a good work day.
Thank you. I will. Oh wait, before I go, can you do that weird that weird sound? You know, the thing I like to ask from you.
The kiss.
Yes.
All right. Fine. Mwah.
Yeah, there you go. That's gonna be your catchphrase.
All right. Fine. Mwah.
Okay. Later.
All right. Later. All right. Same. I don't like spending that much. Yeah, no, again, that's a conservative money-making mindset. And again, it's not bad to be conservative. However, you aren't really going to go much higher if you don't learn how to spend money. It is important to save money, but it's also important to spend it. Not because, having a lot of money won't make you happy because, you have all this money but nothing to spend it on. Or not that. No, it's about how you use the money. It's about how you invest in it. And that's one of the things that is very, very important. And one of the things that I did invest in, that my brother did recommend, that was like stuff like real estate. I couldn't figure out how to fucking do real estate stuff at all. I also invested in a penetration test online course that I still have not taken. It is just $20 down my drain from my wallet. Which is unfortunate, but I mean, it's like I don't understand principles. It's just like making my own scripts and stuff like that. And also, I understand more of like the physical mechanisms of breaking and entering, stuff like penetration testing and social engineering. I did mention this in my premiere of Tenma Fractured Part B, but hacking is one of the essence of hacking is literally just going into the place and finding the password on a notepad or some shit. That's literally what, we aren't gonna do like super complicated stuff. Most hacking stuff just comes from like, there are like 3 ways to really find it. 4, but 3 and 4 are essentially the same thing. It's basically method 1 of discovering a password, right? Is basically dictionary brute forcing, dictionary dump. I'm not sure what I forgot that proper term for it, but it's just basically using dictionary words to just like go through and do just like enter in dictionary words, because people like to do stuff like Max, because Max the dog 123, because or their birthday. So we can just do like freaking 365, 366 if we want to include leap days and whatnot, of just a date of every single day. And you could break into most accounts because people aren't that clever with their passwords. The second one is brute forcing in general, which is, again, a bit more, it's just like dictionary. You just type in a bunch of words, common words, just like whatever's the most common password, just dump it in, try them, and you will definitely find the account's password, 100%, absolutely. Brute force is basically the stuff that people do check for. That hackers will probably spend hours, or basically it's like trying every single password, every single combination until they fucking unlock it, and that is very, very. That's very time consuming given how our computers work. The third way and also the fourth way is essentially just to find the password, like physically or online, basically. 3 and 4. 3, basically, look on like data leak sites and whatever. They come with like an email address and encrypted password. All I have to do is just like reverse do it, which is why you want to change your password every month or so. It's better to have a very, very long password because it's still going to take quite a damn long time for them to even like figure out the proper hash to do whatnot. And the fourth one is literally just go to the physical location, break and enter, find the notepad. People are stupid enough to just leave their password on a fucking notepad, alright? You just look through their files and just go, and you'll find their bank information, all their passwords, all that stuff, no problemo. That is something that people can and will do. And that's why dumpster diving is also very effective as well. It's also something that if people really wanted to investigate, I do believe that federal agents will literally dig through your trash in order to investigate what the fuck you do. Which, luckily, I have not been able. I don't know. Like, I haven't done that before. Luckily, I'm not trash wolf. All right, I don't dig through people's trash to find passwords or like incriminating information or whatnot, like a federal agent might. But I'm also lucky that I haven't inflicted the pain of digging through trash on somebody who has to investigate me or whatever quite yet. If they did, I feel bad for them. I genuinely do, because here's the thing, they're not going to find anything. And honestly, they're just going to dig through trash. Like, I hope you guys enjoyed a bit of vomit in the trash can and also some rotten banana peels. I hope you guys don't mind the smell of that. That shit makes me vomit. Literally taking out the trash I'm the trash guy who's responsible for taking out the trash every single week, and I gotta say, the trash makes me tend to vomit. Like, I literally fucking gag, and I hate it so goddamn much. Like, I literally audibly gag. I was like, I'm like fucking choking on air. I'm deep throating it, and I hate it. It's like it's just very, very, that's just some of the stuff that that's how stuff like hacking can occur. That's how penetration hacking can occur. Those, as long as you understand the basic method and theory, you know what to do. It's just the specific methods in order to do it. How much of improvement of a mood has happened lately? Better. Again, all my anxieties have disappeared away. And I did talk about this earlier in stream, but all my worries about stuff like, goddamn, my nose is clogged as fuck. I hate it. My nose be leaky. I did talk about this earlier in stream. Again, I was struggling with stuff like, why am I doing everything that I'm doing? Despite the fact, because I'm not getting what I want, right? However, then a voice came to me. That was a familiar voice. The voice that I said, tends to help me often with school subjects. I mentioned it on Twitter. About, stuff like, hey, yo, this voice, this expert that's willing to, help me understand things despite not knowing more than me, and I don't know more than it. And, decided to say, well, maybe that's the reason why, that's the wrong way to think about it. Maybe the reason why you're not getting what you want through success is because you want the results from success. You're trying to get what you want through success, and that's the thing that you shouldn't be doing in order to get what you want through success. And so the way of thinking about it is essentially just, hey, the reason why people, you remember a lot of great people like the Wright brothers, Nikola Tesla, all these people are great because you remember them through their achievements, through what they've accomplished in life, right? And so the thing that turned about was that maybe I shouldn't have been focusing on trying to be successful to get what I want. A fucking good friend, a life partner, that kind of stuff, right? And I don't know, just that realization was just like, oh, that does make sense. And also, a lot of successful people are crazy, lonely, and, had to go, just they were crazy enough to not have friends and just been working on their life passions, and they make some good shit. Successful people, genius people are crazy, socially inept, and, whatnot. But, it's just something that I thought about, and it kind of made sense. And also, I jokingly said this otherwise. I think, you know what, since we did talk about some more stupid topics, I don't know if I'm going to get through YouTube Alive if I do say this myself anyway, but, who cares? I don't care. But, here's the thing. I want a fucking girlfriend. I want to, have that kind of shit, right? However, when I thought about it, I fucking had this fucking realization that I decided the word as a fucking stand-up joke. So basically, woman like a successful guy, lots of money, very, successful, made, a great scientific discovery, very, very prestigious, that kind of shit, right? But then, once they get married to that kind of person, they immediately complain about how much that person doesn't give them any attention whatsoever because they're too busy focusing on their passion, the thing that they married them for. But then, there are all these nice guys online who are willing to give them the attention they seek, if you know what I mean. And then they complain about how they aren't successful. I couldn't help but think to myself, oh shit, what the fuck was I worried about? What the fuck was I worried about? This shit's I just realized the reason why I have been struggling so much is because I didn't understand women. And that's the only thing I can say about that, honestly. Just, maybe I should have fucking realized that sooner. Just, that's not what matters. Because they are nonsensical anyway, and honestly, nonsensical, whatever. It's just, of all the things I should be focusing on, it's not that. Maybe eventually we'll find, something that, again, I'm not trying to fucking say, something sexist or whatnot. That's just gonna be, a stand-up joke that I came up with. And that's just real rotten. But again, it's not like everybody's like that. Let's make that clear. Not everybody's like that. But when I realized that, and I was just like, oh shit, I came up with that joke? Fuck, I gotta fucking tell people about this shit. This is some hilarious fucking shit. But I don't know, maybe this is me tooting my own horn when it comes to the fact that I'm not as funny as I am. So you have to worry about others think about you, basically, to a degree, of course. Yeah, no, literally. Plus the fact that I am an artist, I am a creator, everything that I create, and stuff that I make, the stuff that I make is very, very reliant on the fact that other people like them. Whenever I make a tema clip, I am reliant on the fact that people like my edits, which specific moments I've picked out. If I had picked out boring moments that aren't funny, whatnot, then it flops. It's boring. Nobody likes it. Nobody wants more of it. That's just how it is. And if I make art, if it's not good, nobody wants more of it. That's just how it is. That's just how it works, right? And if I don't make good music that people want to listen to, then, you know, nobody wants more of it. Nobody wants to hear it. That kind of shit, you know, that kind of thing, right? My entire career and hobby and my dream kind of is stupidly reliant on what others think about you. And that's on me, honestly. I should have chosen to become an engineer. Actually, I did. I just gave up because I kept on getting fucking, like, Fs and getting fails in college because I just refused to do any of the homework. And I decided, well, college is not for me. I don't have the discipline to do college work. I learned things that were very neat through college, but my GPA is fucking it's destroyed. It's destroyed. I'm not. There's no way in hell that's gonna. It's definitely gonna be something. So, but. But yeah, no, one of the things that I am as an artist is, again, as a creator in general, is the fact that I'm relying on other people liking my shit. Aside from the fact that I have to, you know, I've mainly started trying to write for myself and making things that I find neat, that I want to see in the world. But it ended up, you know, like, again, that kind of stuff. But again, I was worried about what other people think of me and stuff like that, which, again, I feel is embarrassing because that's not something that a man would do. It's a normal human thing to do. It's a normal human thing to worry about what others think of you and yada yada yada, you know, that kind of stuff. And, well, yeah, it's honestly, again, maybe it's just I'm not creating good content. Maybe I could try to do better. But, you know, I feel like that I need to work on my confidence a bit more. Honestly, after I had that realization that, like, maybe I shouldn't be worried about what others think and getting what I want more so than achieving success being what I want. Because trying to achieve something, trying to obtain an achievement, trying to achieve something very amazing, like literally building the airplane or whatnot, except for art, right? And, you know, I told myself at that realization that, hey, I'm like the fastest artist in the fucking world. I can draw literally anything like under 2 days. How much time do other artists have to spend to create ideas, to even conjure them up? And I can just draw them in, like, honestly, with this latest drawing, the latest drawing that I have right now, like 2 days. I look at Miguel O'Hara's ass and cock and balls for 2 days straight, trying to get his muscles right. His ass doesn't even show. That's the most disappointing part. I didn't draw a detailed ass for him. That's the most sad part. I was more focused on a front view. That I completely neglect the ass part. There is no ass in the Miguel O'Hara drawing. Despite the fact I was staring at it for so long. I stared at this fucking cock and balls. I looked at somebody's drawing of his fat fucking cake. And I don't even get like a like or retweet on it. I mean, I honestly feel like making a fucking side comment. In fact, I came up with a comment. And here... Honestly, thought that people... that... a drawing of Tenma slap honestly thought that a drawing of Tenma slapping Miguel O'Hara's fat cheeks would have had more reception than nothing. Guess I spent 2 days looking at his cock and balls for nothing. That's my snide remark. I don't even care. That's just gonna be a snide remark I'm gonna send. I'm replying to my fucking thing. Honestly, thought that a drawing of Tenma slapping Miguel O'Hara's cheeks, then getting instant correction. Not 3 R's, 2 R's, of course. He does have some cake though. Yeah, no, he does have some cake. I will admit it. I also had some fat cakes because I actually did femboy exercises when I was younger. One of the few things I did when I was younger, right, was try and work out my glutes, because apparently it give you like a fat ass, bigger legs, that kind of thing. And I was like, oh hey, that's not so bad. I get some exercise and I get like a bit of a fat ass. I am kind of like V-shaped, aside from like my belly, which just adds like a bit of bump to it. An unpleasant one. Losing a bit of weight though, but a slight unpleasant bump on my body. And, you know. Again, like, I do have a bit of a fucking fat ass, and I gotta respect his muscles. Every single muscle on his body. I mean, guys, you found that guide, right? Let me check if it's the same one. I still have it on my computer, actually. How to be more successful with women. Oh, right. I didn't even realize I had this image still. The fuck? I had that the entire time? How to achieve cute GFD boy aesthetics. Hygiene products, use vitamin E creams, exercise, reduce body fat without gaining much muscle. I tried to build a bit of muscle because I didn't want to be too thin. And also, immediately after, in the middle of the guys, it's like, hey, you don't want to be too weak in case of, like, all the guys that'll be totally, all the pursuers you're gonna get. Me, I just want to be able to beat somebody up and, like, fucking knock somebody out, at least. Like, I want to look cute, I want to look thin, but at the same time, I want to be able to knock somebody out with a single punch. Avoid red meat. Oh, fuck that. I like meat. I like eggs, and I like dairy. I also like fried foods. And the soy products, yeah, I've eaten a lot of soy sauce and stuff like that. Alcohol, no. I have not done that. I've taken sips, but it's not that... Like, it makes me feel warm inside. It's not that amazing, honestly. I hate mint and spearmint tea. I don't know what that herbal supplement is, and also I was like young back then. There's no one who's going to drink alcohol, nor did I ever plant to green vegetables. I hated vegetables, so no. There's also like the 5-minute walk, 2-minute jog, 5-minute walk. I could probably jog for like 2 minutes straight. Honestly, 25 minutes, I probably could honestly do that. I need to train my stamina, if anything. But yeah, no, that is just a fucking guide that I have. Among other guides, actually. I have like a freaking guide to make a weighted club out of a stick, rope, and a rock. I do not know why I have that. I just have like an entire folder just for defending against tear gas. Painter's dust mask, eye protection, water spray bottle, liquid anti-acid, 5% water, 5% Molox. Herbs that heal. Congested, add canteen. Crampy tummy, add mint. Coughing, add rosemary. Menstrual cramps, add oregano. Upset GI tract, add dill. Bloated, add parsley. Achy joints, add curry powder. Nauseous, add ginger. Always tired, add cilantro. Maybe I should eat more cilantro. I don't know. I just like Stone Age stuff. Like how I don't know. Like I've watched videos on like how to make stone tools, and one of the things that I just like admiring like how the fuck did we figure this out? Like bashing together rocks so we can make knives and axes, and then we cut down trees, build houses. We cut down things. We can make bows, slings. That kind of stuff is like wow. Humans then made all of modern world, starting from bashing rocks together and making a sharp knife. In an instant. Just bash two homogeneous rocks, if I remember the proper term. Yeah, homogeneous, I feel. Homogeneous, same throughout. Rocks together, and then instantly create a blade. Instantly create an axe, instantly create a knife. You can cut through anything. Almost instantly, you can cut through flesh. You can dice and do all of that, plus fire as well. With fire, a simple rock, we have invented the modern world. And we've gotten bronze, and now we're entering the space age and all that stuff. We are humans. But again, making just that tutorial of like making a stone club has just kind of stuck with me because like wow, it's simple, and also hey, I'm also I want to learn that kind of stuff. Also, inescapable rope bond, wrist coil, cinch noose, frustration. I'm guessing these are no, it's not BDSM. Those are like kidnapping stuff actually. Salute, spread information. Size, strength, actions, activity, location, direction, uniform clothes, time and date, equipment and weapons. How to treat a gunshot wound. I just have all these stupid tutorials just on here. There's also social